Vigilante Williamson here on another episode. I'm sorry, the 35th episode of my show. Gotta get the numbers, my show. The Vigilante Williamson show. It is, at least for now, because who knows how long the stream will go. Tuesday, March 9th, memorial of one of the greatest rappers, if not the greatest rapper of all time, death. Yes. None other than Notorious B.I.G., a.k.a. Biggie Smalls. Christopher Wallace was gunned down, more than likely by the CIA or Illuminati, but we can't confirm or deny that. But he was gunned down. How many years? 97. Let's see the math real quick. Geez, I can't do mental math this quick, but whatever. I'm about to bring up the calculator. I know that's good radio because I'm not going to be one of the math. So me being me using the calculator right now, it's 24 years. So 24 years since Notorious B.I.G. died. This day, 24 years ago. But it's pretty sad. Honestly, I remember when that happened. It's not going to be the biggest thing we talk about. We have a lot to talk about. I had to talk about you getting cheated on your taxes if you're American, Pepe Le Pew getting canceled. I had to talk about Bob Chapek lying to stockholders. At least some positive news to end everything out. But yeah, Biggie Smalls died 24 years ago today, or was shot. I think he died. He was pronounced dead 20 years ago today after being shot in L.A. And I'll always believe there was something fishy about him and Pac's murder, and maybe even something fishy about both of them. That's neither here nor there. Hail Parrot Head. Hail Geek Apology. Looks like only a couple of you guys showed up. Oh no, looks like Gomer Kyle's here too. Hail Gomer Kyle. At the behest of the lovely T.M. Martin, who I did stream with Comics Division on his channel, his show Yelling at Parked Cars. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. It's Tuesday, yeah. It seems like yesterday because it was yesterday. Oh, you're talking about Biggie Smalls, yeah. Does seem like it was yesterday. But yeah, Yelling at Parked Cars was yesterday as well. It was actually yesterday. And Tia Martin last week told me, hey, you should get a Cash App. So there is a Cash App in the description if you're interested in that sort of thing. I appreciate any support. Nothing is obliged. You guys have done more than enough. So I'm cool. But yep, one of the greatest of all time died. And I'm not about to sing Faith Evans over the Sting beat. But it was sad. It was sad. It's one of my favorites. I quote, if you notice, I have like a running joke where I quote his lyrics and then say Biggie Smalls. So I'll like say first thing first, I pop a freaks all the honeys before starting off an article. So yeah, Biggie Smalls, big. It's a big influence. And real quick about the name, Big, before we actually get on to the podcast. Did you know he wanted to be called Biggie Smalls? If you know, a lot of people do know this. So I mean, if you're a hip hop head, Gomer Kyle might know this. But he wanted to be called Biggie Smalls, but that name was trademarked under what's the movie? Maybe it wasn't trademarked, but they were afraid of getting in trouble. I think it's either Let's Do It Again at Uptown Saturday Night, or it could be both of them. He's this character called Biggie Smalls. And so they didn't want to use that name for that. And so some of his first singles said just Big. And then they came up with the name Notorious B.I.G. That's why he's referred to as Biggie so often, because that was his original name. That's the name they wanted to use. And then they went for Big and then Notorious B.I.G. So that's just a little origin of his name real quick. And you guys saying hi to each other, which is always cool. Always cool. And if you do send me a super chat or a Cash App or whatever you guys send me, please let me know, because there's no notifications. Now I do want to acknowledge it. See what's going on with the D-Live fam real quick. Hopefully it doesn't double back on me, which sometimes it does. No one checking out on D-Live yet, but we just started. We got a long, well, I don't know how long. I'm mood. I'm in a bit of a mood. The Kathleen Kennedy stuff, I knew it was gonna happen, man. I've been actually saying this for a while, I think people are starting to realize like either she has something on the Bobs, or because it can't be just the public relations, because now investors are asking and they're playing lip service, and we're starting to understand. Quite frankly, Disney doesn't care about investors. Disney doesn't care about making money because they have China to just give them money for whatever. And another thing this episode is going to have is a bit of, and Geek Apology is here, so that's cool. Because there's going to be a little conspiracy theory in this, at least when it comes to Disney, because it's become, and I'm sure it's clear to a lot of you guys that a lot of stuff is unfortunately connected, right? Like, there's a reason our culture has been under attack. There's a reason that China is trying to make their men and their kids more masculine, while funding, yes, they are funding the emasculation of all of our heroes and all of our myths. There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. Me and Pablo were talking on Brave and the Bold, and I actually need to clip that out because it got really real. But one of the many things we talked about is that China has been chosen over the West, and so that Disney is a part of that, and that's why it doesn't matter who's in charge. That's why Kathleen Kennedy can keep her job. That's why the stockholders don't matter. They got PPP loans to still lay people off. Meanwhile, you can't get tax breaks. I'm going to talk a little bit about that because I found something out about my taxes. And maybe you guys already knew this, but I didn't know this about deductions that have been taken off the board conveniently when we're all made to work from home. So that's nice and evil by your federal government. Well, you know, I disagree. It is conspiracy because these people have conspired. Conspiracy theory does not mean false. It's a confirmed conspiracy. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's well applied logic. They need us weak. Yeah. And Gomaka could not remember the reason. Yeah, you knew change his name. That was the reason. Yep. It was I can't remember if it was Let's Do It Again or Uptown Saturday Night. I don't know which one of those, but it's one of those movies. There's a gangster called Biggie Smalls. It could even be both of them. And that's where the origin of his name. And then it was a legal thing. And I also don't know if it was because sometimes you do things just in case of a legal thing. Like, all right, we don't even want the legal smoke, so we'll just change it and go with it. And it was Let's Do It Again. Okay. Let's do it again. A Ludacris sample that at one point. But I just remember that sample was cool. I can't remember the actual producer of it. That's neither here nor there. But yeah. And I can't remember if there was like direct, hey, you have to change your name, or if Puffy and the label just say, you know what, we don't even want to get into the trouble of the legal issue. So Gomaka just looked it up. So yeah, cannot remember which one. But yeah, back to Evil Disney. Because I'll rant about that and then I'll get into the rest of the podcast. And it's not just Evil Disney, Evil Hollywood, evil media. There's a reason the BBC did what they did with Doctor Who. There's a reason every black character and every black male character is written effeminate and every black female character is written masculine. There's a reason our culture is being intentionally destroyed at every level. We are being intentionally made to hate each other. And why is that relevant to Kathleen Kennedy? Because stockholders are asking why she has her job and it doesn't matter. And Disney is getting money from the CCP. I think they just got 400 million or 400 billion. Who knows? Some incredible amount of money. They are getting money just directly from them. They are filming things in concentration camps. So they're being funded outside of us. Oh, and they're still getting your money just because you cancel Disney Plus. Disney still gets your money. Make no mistakes. Disney still gets your money. Remember, they can get tax breaks. By the way, so can the actors. The actors can get tax breaks that you can't. You can't. Isn't that lovely? I'll cover a little bit of that as well. Hell, ogre squasher. Squasher of all ogres. Geez, you know how different the culture would be if they got to live? Music would be so much different. Sorry, off topic. I'll talk a little bit about it. I like the intro part where I can kind of go in before I go in. I mean, Man, I used to think that, and then I saw a video, and I hate to be such a conspiracy theorist, right? I saw the video of this is an iconic picture of Tupac in the bathtub with jewelry on. And you see the people put the jewelry in there, and seeing all these guys put jewelry by Pac's crotch, and then knowing the symbolism of a bathtub. As much as I love these guys, and both Tupac Shakur and Biggie's music, I can't help but to wonder if all they weren't a part of the system. And so that's unfortunate, as beloved as they are, but that's how I still feel. So because I think that they could have, or at least were implied to be part of the system. I don't know how different the culture would be. I used to think that, but if they're just, there are a lot of artists from back then that still are alive who are great and didn't impact the culture. So, hell, Pearhead. Appreciate you being here. I know some people, I might be streaming against people. I tried to wait out other people because I know Eric July was streaming. I think he still is. He is. Latino Slant streaming. So I know West Moody streaming. So I don't expect too many people. Looking at all my people, all the people who are streaming right now. Nick Weiser still streaming. So yeah, I don't expect too many people. Echo Base. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how many people are going to show up for this episode. But I like doing these pop-up episodes anyway. Your Snoop sold out a long time ago. Puff sold out. I mean, he walked in the game selling out. People know how Puff got down. And a lot of these rappers got down. And I've heard somebody bring up the point of Africa Bambaataa was one of the origin of hip-hop. And if you know what happened with him and what he did with kids, you see that those rumors about how hip-hop artists get on, and really not just hip hop, but music artists and actors and Hollywood as a whole gets down. So yeah, I'll just leave it at that as far as Puff and a lot of artists. I'll just leave it at that. Hey, Islington girl. Hey. So where do we start? I guess I want to start, and a lot of you may have known this. I did not know this. We're talking about taxes. Not a game. Taxes. So, I think everyone's been alive in 2020. We're well aware that this coup forced the government, to try to keep us safe with all these lockdowns. Now, to be completely transparent for those who are outside the country, I know there's some people who are. The federal government does not equal the state and local governments. And obviously the state and local governments are the only ones who have authority to lock things down legally, right? But make no mistake, the government forced people to close their businesses, told everyone this disease that has a 99+% survival rate is the worst plague on earth, and therefore everything must be done to prevent anyone from ever getting it, despite it not being deadly, statistically speaking. And you have to wear your mask, and they've convinced people to wear it. Oh, I'm willing to. Oh, I'm just a mask. No, it's not. It's still pointless, statistically speaking, for how nominal it is actually helped cases, and again, a violation of civil rights because you're not supposed to be made to do something. Who cares? Constitution doesn't matter. But anyways, we were forced to shut down. We couldn't go to school. We couldn't go to work. So, but now, as of November 16th, 2020, an interesting day. Remember what was going on November 16th? We were so worried about who the president was. We were worried about this election. So if you wonder why I think of controlled opposition, it's pretty convenient to slip this on by, this whole tax thing on by, when everyone's worried about who the president is. But the employee business expense can be deducted as an adjustment to income only for specific employee categories and eligible educators. Of course, taxpayers can no longer claim unreimbursed employee expenses as miscellaneous itemized deductions unless they are a qualified employee or eligible educator and complete these forms. These are the only qualified employees. You have the Armed Force Reservists, qualified performing arts, which includes your millionaire actors, by the way. Of course, it also includes, lower level actors, so give them credit too. But yes, this will mainly benefit super rich actors who tell you how terrible you are. And fee-based state and local, of course, got to make sure local government employees get this. And impairment-related work expenses, where at least they still can get that. If you have like a disability and you have to buy something regarding disability for work. But even though in 2019, 2018, 2017, 1994, whatever, I'm not sure if it went back that long, however many years, you were allowed to claim things in your taxes for work. You're not this year. Isn't it convenient that the year the most people had to buy things for their job ever before in history, you get no tax break? But of course, millionaire actors, they still get their tax breaks. So this affects millions of people, literally millions of people get ripped off. Millions of people who probably bought things, some of which I know bought things thinking they still could write it off because they've been able to for the entire history of taxes. But don't just slip it by while everybody's figuring out what's going on with this bullshit ass selection. Yeah. So completely ripped off. So taxes stink. Taxation is death. Tax credits are great. Yeah, we don't get tax credits. Why are performing artists getting tax deductions over regular people? Do performing artists have their own businesses? Some do. Some form LLCs. Some do, and I guess people who are self-employed, I believe, still can. But if you're employed, like this is another article. Employees are not able to claim home office deductions. You cannot claim a home office deduction, even though you were made to by the government to shut down. You're not able. And again, this slipped by November 16th while we were worried about the election. So fuck you, federal government. Taxation is fucking theft. You're ripping off millions of people for billions of dollars, and then you're going to misappropriate the funds. And then companies like Disney get the PPP loans, PP whatever. No Amber Turd, no R. Kelly, but they get the loans and they get to rip us off, and they get to claim tax breaks. Of course, don't pay taxes. They don't pay. Big companies don't pay taxes. You kidding me? I mean, I do know that most of the tax money comes from the richest people, but the richest regular motherfuckers. Not people like us. But this shit gets funded. Pepe Le Pew won't be appearing in Warner Brothers Space Jam sequel. So talking a little bit about this, we're going to do a little bit of homework on this whole Space Jam thing real quick. See, it sucks. We pay a lot of tax in Canada. Release Canada. These will get credits for regular people at tax time. We do get some. There's going to be one standard deduction. I guess that has raised, but that doesn't make up for how much that rips people off. So interesting thing. I'm sure a lot of you heard, if you haven't, Pepe Le Pew, he's been canceled. Hot take, he probably should be canceled. Lots pretty grapey. Let's be honest. Let's just keep it a whole buck. And he taught a generation to be simps. Now, I joke. Who did I joke super chat that to? Maybe it was Eric July. But it's sort of serious. He did teach a generation to be simps. He taught a generation, hey, KMFS and Runner. Superstar showing up. Yeah, hit the like button, motherfuckers. He's right. Listen to him. Hey, Runner. You guys are saying hey to each other. Yes, like the stream if you haven't already. Real quick. Let me see. I guess I gotta do my little checks. See if any of you super chatted. And to see if see what the likes are at. Where are we with likes? Got 8 likes. Some of you like me. Most of you like me. It's 9 people watching, so that's pretty good. All right. So Pepe Le Pew finally getting canceled like the toxic male he is. Decades and decades of trying to sexually assault that one chick, that one cat. Trying to assault a cat. And as Dave Chappelle, sometimes you gotta take. No, you should never take it like Pepe. Pepe Le Pew is kind of a creep, right? And again, he taught people to simp unmercifully. So it's good that he's finally canceled. No, seriously, everything is evil. Everything is Islamophobic. Everything is too much for audiences. Everything. They're sanitizing society. And I honestly, does anybody want to see a Space Jam sequel? LeBron James? At all? Like, I didn't even know the All-Star game was this weekend until like my brother was asking, hey, what channels? I don't fucking know. How do you watch? I have no idea. I don't have cable. I don't care about the fucking I don't care about the All-Star game. I want to care about basketball. I used to like basketball. I don't care about that. So the NBA's brand is worse than it's ever been in its history, at least modern history, since the 70s. On top of that, LeBron James is a polarizing character. Hell, if anybody should be in Space Jam, it should be Steph Curry. He's kind of been the face of the league the past 10 years. LeBron will never beat MJ. Anything only you can beat him in is crying. Yeah, should have put crying LeBron in the audiences will not be appearing. Forgot what that was in reference to. Top of the morning, hell, Sean Connery versus Applesauce. Hope Applesauce doesn't get the victory today. It's morning where you are, but it is late night here, 11:30 here. Saying hi. And yes, Space Jam 2 indeed will be trash, Runner. It will be trash. But interesting thing about this whole controversy. Yeah, it goes back to this Charles M. Blow character. It starts with this. Let me see. Can I find it? Yeah. He writes this first, before I do this, before I talk about anybody, any of these columnists, because you use their name. I don't use their name for them to be attacked. I use their names so you know who they are. So in case they write other crazy shit, you can say, oh, this person's wrote this crazy article and this crazy ass article. So before we get into this asshole.
Stand away! Stand away! All of you! I don't want his mom. Do you understand?
Do not contact this asshole. Just don't contact him. If you do contact him, make sure it's completely on topic. Do not insult him, but do not belittle this motherfucker. Because I can't tell you what to do, right? But you do need to know who these motherfuckers are because they hide behind the New York Times. When you see this thing, it says it's basically the New York Times cancel. This article is actually by Dr. Seuss, but it mentions Pat Bailey People. It mentions something else, and that's why I'm going to get into this. Because you can see how linked things are. That's why I started off. See how the podcast links start off with little conspiracy theories. Then you see, oh, wait, there are some conspiracy theories on how this article comes out. And then all of these things mentioned in this article start getting attacked for cancellation. So you see that there's a setup here. So that's why I want to let you guys know. Yeah, LeBron's and Space Jam ain't going to be good. Ain't good. Hey, doing good. Hey, your book is on Amazon. Yes, this book is on Amazon. And looks like my bots are coordinated all at once. But yeah, if I was on camera, I would show you his books. But I'm not. I'm maskless. I'm naked. I'm not literally naked. That's gross. But naked as far as the vigilante goes. Jeez, I gotta get these bots timed right. I will get these bots timed right. Sorry. So if the advertising just spams in the chat, I apologize. But here's this article. I'm not going to read the whole fucking thing. The main point is this rando guy, Charles M. Blow, he has the smuggest look in his picture. But his first article is, as a child, I was led to believe that blackness was inferior. I was not, sir. So I apologize. That's what you were led to believe. The black society I was born into is riddled with this belief. Unfortunately, I do agree with you. And I don't know why, because I don't believe that. It's too many people who have, but not everybody. But even though black inferiority frightens me much more than white supremacy. But this is this guy crying about how bad being black is because he hates himself. But here's the things he talks about. Remember, this article is about Dr. Seuss, which got canceled. This article is from, again, March 3rd. So this is about Dr. Seuss, who is canceled to the point where you cannot buy any of his books anywhere. Not Cat in the Hat, none of his stuff, nothing. And if you can, please let me know because I can't find it. But he mentions Pepe Le Pew, was being canceled. He normalized, this culture. And then he mentions this guy, Speedy Gonzalez. You see what I'm talking about? Isn't it interesting that this article comes out last week and all three of these motherfucking things get canceled? Now, there was pushback with old Speedy. But don't you guys find that a little bit suspicious? Mr. Charles Blow, smug motherfucker who hates himself. As he said he was raised. He said he believed that he was inferior because he was black. That's his own opinion. He's but that's his own opinion. He's projecting onto you. And all of a sudden, he comes up with this article talking shit about Seuss. Who didn't, I don't think, had anything racist towards black individuals. He said Job was the whitest white man. Listen, nobody in the Bible, I'm not going to get into the article or get into the argument. He talking about blue-eyed Jesus. Like, if you look at where the Bible took place, there's no way any of them are Caucasian, right? So we know this. Like, I'm not going to get into that dispute, but this is neither here nor there. I don't have time. Like, you read this, it's just a black guy who really hates himself. That's all this is about. But he talks all this crap because they write the same rhetoric. They write the same rhetoric all to get these three cultural icons and more tried. But these three cultural icons canceled. Then they all get canceled. Isn't that funny? Unpopular opinion. Uche is saying Tyrone Magnus. Uche was saying Tyrone Magnus about the Dr. Seuss books. I can understand why people are mad. But I say keep it to future generations. How much they change. What did they say about the Dr. Seuss books? What was so bad? I saw the Dr. Seuss book. Like, maybe I'm missing something, but what is so bad that none of his books should ever exist at all? Did the Cat in the Hat say something negative towards a race or a group that I don't know about? Or did he just have one panel that had a really dated and not appropriate depiction of an Asian person? Is there more to it that I don't see? Because I have no clue why anyone's mad about Dr. Seuss. So please explain to me, as a black man, why black people are mad about this. Because I'm lost in the fucking sauce. Completely lost. I think this is all bullshit. I don't even think you need to censor those books. Or eliminate those books. You can put a little panel. You can do a little editing, which would still be censorship, but it's better than destroying this guy's legacy to the point where his books are totally stricken from the record. And these books have been helping people read, helping people learn to read for generations after generation after generation. Some of the most popular children's books of all time. Some of the best-selling children's books still to this day. Last year was one of his best years with Dr. Seuss material. And it's like, but it's this racist. It's never been thought of racist until right now. And I'm not saying those depictions. Again, there's certain other stuff. If he has some mammy depiction that I don't know about, I'm not sure that's in the chat. Okay, I guess, but I didn't know about it. There was none of his mainstream books that I saw that had any crazy ass racist depiction. I remember I saw the panels that were widely distributed, but unless there's more that I'm missing, I don't get it at all. At all. And I don't think that's unpopular opinion. I think it's complete bullshit that he's being canceled. It's bullshit. Isn't Michael Jordan still alive? Why isn't he going to be in Space Jam 2? Only the Most High knows that. Because LeBron is supposed to be better because of this generation. Although Uche was also saying he thinks all white people are looking in wrong public. That's what I'm saying. I don't got time for people's insecurity. I don't got time for people's insecurity at all. And no, that's no disrespect to Uche. I'm proud of him for getting that whole charity stream going. I'm proud of him for getting everything doing with the Snyder Cut. I disagree with him a lot. I don't have time for people's insecurity, man. I don't give a fuck what anyone looks at me with anything, man. What are these people? These people gonna look? Fuck them. God, I've been hearing this shit all my life and I'm goddamn tired of this shit. I'm so motherfucking tired of it. People projecting their fucking insecurities on motherfuckers. Sorry to be fired up, but I have no time for it anymore. Because green people in Sue's story is racist. It's easy for him to say cancel everything when he's not creating those things. What does he create apart from fake controversy? I don't know. Smug ass selfies. Hey. They all look naked in his books. The Cat in the Hat was new. Okay, if that's what it is, and he wasn't a doctor, neither is Dre. Uche had a debate with Jeremy. The game is so geeks and gaming and gaming with geeks podcast. Excuse me, about the Dr. Seuss situation. So I get that, but like, what about the Dr. Seuss situation is so offensive to Uche? Because I have never, ever in my life heard of Dr. Seuss being racist towards anyone. I didn't know those panels existed, right? Because I don't remember the book, that the one book or something. I can't even remember the damn title offhand. But it was the one book that had the depiction of Asian person. Matter of fact, I could probably find it real quick. Let me find it real quick to go into it, to kind of show you the one. I covered it last week. I'll cover it again real quick. I'm on bounding. You know, I'm going to probably, hopefully I don't piss him off. I got something to say. Okay. I think this article has it. This is the article I covered. Yeah, okay. So I'll just get completely off screen so I can zoom in. Oh shit, that didn't work. This right here, this guy. Can I? There's a new tab. Here we go. So this guy, I understand. Okay, you're pissed at him. You don't want him to exist. All right, this is offensive. This is old. This is fucked up. Okay, I co-sign. This is fucked up. So let's say you want to redo this picture. I would be okay with it. Let's say you want to eliminate this page from this book. I would be okay with it. Let's say you said, okay, this book, this book or the six, there's other books apparently. Let's say every book. Let's assume, because I don't believe shit. Remember, Gina Carano's posts were abhorrent per the media. Let's assume that all 6 books have something at least equivalently offensive. I think this is something you can say, you know what, that is kind of offensive, especially it's dated. Okay, this is too offensive. Let's say all 6 of these Dr. Seuss books, when he's made way more than 6, by the way, all of them have something offensive. Only impact those books. What's wrong with that? You could do nothing. That's what I prefer. I prefer free speech. I prefer absolute free speech. But there are scales to this, and they go past all of that till everything he's done is racist. It has to be stricken from the record. We go 0 to 60. There's nothing that can be said by anybody for me to co-sign this unless there's something I'm missing. If there's something more than this, let me know, because if I'm missing some other stimulus to get, because there's nothing you can say for me to accept this. Nothing by this stimulus, by this image right here. And if you say all these books have an image at least this bad, cool. Eliminate those books if you have to. Edit those books if you have to. But don't destroy everything Dr. Seuss touched because of it. There's just no excuse for that shit. And amongst little cartoons he drew 1930s, maybe in the depiction of a black guy. I have no idea. If it exists, okay. But even then, Jesus, I don't agree with them. But we need to keep them to show future generation. I don't even know what there is to not agree with. The Cat in the Hat should exist. If the Cat in the Hat, does the Cat in the Hat have a evil depiction? If it doesn't, leave it alone. It doesn't matter what other depiction he has. If green eggs and ham, red fish, blue fish, do they have a racial? Is there a mammy in there? If not, leave it alone. It shouldn't be included in this shit. It's only 6 books. They're eliminating his whole career. I don't even agree with them. I'm not agreeing with them. That's what I'm saying. I refuse to, because this is bullshit. Unless there's something, unless you got a whole book and there's nothing but racist shit. You got Dr. Seuss saying all this great. And even then, keep the books that exist. This is crazy. Let's see. Oh man, you guys are going off. But I guess I started to go off. So just another red shirt. He's not just another red shirt. He is the red shirt, and I appreciate him being here. How can we learn from our past if we just erase it? What are we learning from? Again, please explain to me. Maybe it's down in the chat. Let me know what I'm learning from. What is so offensive and destructive? If it's this image and actual Asian people are coming, not allies. I don't want allies. I don't want a blue hair ally who had his gender studies degree telling me this is offensive. And there, no. If you tell me, if you can give me the Apu explanation where a bunch of people say, hey, I'm offended, and this does look bad. I'm not going to say it doesn't. And you have this 7 times, 8 times, it says 6 books, which Illuminati confirmed, whatever. But okay, 6 books that have, I'm assuming an image this much, because remember, it just is offensive material. It's just offensive material like Gina Carano's post was born. We don't know. It's remember the media that tells us all this stuff. I want but maybe it's in the chat. Please show me what it's worth destroying everything this human being did for. Everything this human being did. Please show me where there's where the racial and sexism and the classic Dr. Seuss works. If you can find me those, then I'm cool with it. I'm not cool with it. I'm still gonna be pissed for free speech, but I can at least understand. I have no understanding. I have no agreement. I'm in complete opposition of anyone who's for any of this. The most I'll give you is edit the books. Maybe take them off the shelves if you have to. I agree. I'd rather edit, but okay. Reading Charles Blow reduces your IQ. Apparently. If a GO falls on Kathleen Kennedy, could the GO be charged with manslaughter charges? If a GO failed, the devil would stop the GO from touching Kathleen Kennedy. Hell Slasher McSplitter just did a stream with him about bad gimmicks on his channel. What's up, Slasher? He said hey to everyone in the chat. Guys saying hey to each other. Okay, so one of them do portray black people bad. Okay. Dr. Seuss story, The Sneetches, is anti-racist. I'm not sure if that's the joke or I'm not sure if that's the book. Anyone grew up with the name Blow probably has a lot of insecurity. Hell, back to guys saying it's not cancel culture. It's happening. Uche says it's not cancel culture. No, this is cancel culture. So there are depictions of black people in the book. Okay, you can get rid of that book. I think that's what it was, just the picture of cultural dress. I need to see the images. Speak for trees, and now I have wood. Hail disease. And who else? I feel like somebody else I just passed over. Sorry if I did. Hail disease. Hail Texas mofo. What does that guy have? Found eyes. The Asian depiction is the racist. They used to wear that. I want to know what was so racist. All I'm getting is crazy cartoon people. Damn, I hate autocorrect. I don't agree with canceling everything. I don't either. Hypersensitivity is a mental condition. I mean, they're highly sensitive people. I mean, I may even be one myself. But this is crazy. It's the same. Isn't it, girl? Yeah, some Chinese peasants wore a colonial hat, ate moving chopsticks. Yeah, some Chinese peasants wear conical hats, wooden sandals, and ate from a bowl with chopsticks. When I eat from a bowl with chopsticks, is cultural appropriation, obviously. Stupid things now they have skin tone emoticons like the thumbs up in most chat apps. They have everything skin tone from black to pink, including yellow. Who is usually the yellow icon? Well, the yellow is the default icon because it used to just be the smiley. So the real question is who canceling the Seuss books? Is it coming from the U.S. media or outside influence, i.e. Disney China? I'm going with outside influence. This is coordinated, man. This asshole, don't contact him, writes this fucking article. Let me see. Does he have a damn thing with the mammy? Does he explain why Dr. Seuss should be canceled in his fucking article? I'm looking at this. He doesn't even explain. He talks all this shit and doesn't even explain why Dr. Seuss should be canceled. He just rambles. This is bullshit. He talks about James Baldwin. Good googly moogly, man. But anyways, this is coordinated to answer the question. This guy writes this article. Pepe Le Pew gets canceled. Dr. Seuss gets canceled, and Speedy Gonzalez they put a cancellation attempt. Yes, this is coordinated. Yes, I believe this is outside of just U.S. media. I believe this is a little bit bigger because a lot of this shit is. I mean, China's in bed. China's in bed with all our colleges. Isn't that interesting? It has been for a while. Isn't that interesting? I wonder if that impact our culture at all. Teaching a bunch of people a bunch of crazy shit and taking a lot of money from them, putting them in debt. I wonder if that had any impact on millions of people and our culture. I don't know. That a lot of people in Asia eat with chopsticks, but don't be white privileged supremacists, you bigots. I don't think there's anything wrong with it at all. Just trying to understand these weirdos. I want to know what happened. Runner is here too. Runner is here. He's been here for a while, Disease. He's been here for a while. Oh no, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you, Gomer. I'm sorry. I don't want to yell. I wasn't yelling at you. Not mad at you. Believe what you do. Okay. I'm just letting my point be known. Passionate. But no, I'm not mad at you. I love you. I love you, Gomer Kyle. You're the man. I would change to a Chinese person into a Winnie the Pooh motif. They could do that, Disease. I don't think they will. Islington girls yells. I'm just tired of people still acting like we lived in those times. I'm tired of people making like everything from those times is racist. Again, my point, and it wasn't. This is not yelling at you because again, I'm just passionate. My point is, we need to stop giving them the leeway to even act like this is like. I'm not going to say Dr. Seuss doesn't have racist things. I'm not even going to say Dr. Seuss himself wasn't racist. What I will say is every work Dr. Seuss did was not racist. Therefore, every work Dr. Seuss did should not be destroyed because he still made a cultural impact. So I'm not going to act like there's nothing to make the Cat in the Hat racist. Therefore, there should be nothing to get rid of the Cat in the Hat. And in addition, yes, the things that were quote unquote racist were of the time and should not be held to the same standard that we hold things now. Obviously, that probably that's where we are definitely in agreement. But it's not only am I tired of people acting like we still living in those times, I'm tired of people making associations that don't even exist. Or just saying, well, this person did something that we wouldn't approve of now, therefore everything they do. Okay, cool. Cancel Babe Ruth out of baseball because he raped kids. If you're going to play that game, because Kurt Schilling can't be in the Hall of Fame for shit he talks. Cancel Babe Ruth out of baseball. Cancel Woody Allen. Cancel Roman Polanski. Cancel these motherfuckers. Cancel these people you celebrate. Have Oprah Winfrey didn't give a shit about what Weinstein was doing in 2015, 2014, 2013 back. She was best friends with the motherfucker, but she didn't know. Get the fuck out of here. But then she wants to. I didn't really see everything with that. The thought in her simp, her Prince simp. But then they want to virtue signal these millionaires, or they let fucking and then the royal family doesn't have any motherfuckers who are sick on that level. So again, these glass house living motherfuckers who are throwing stones, gonna drop a bag of poop on this guy's doorstep. Yeah. Hey, you're a Texas mofo. You're going to be considered a white supremacist. Don't forget the match. And yeah, it's not like he's the cat in the white hood. Exactly. Did you hear any of those shareholders meetings? Disney firing. Yeah, we'll cover that. That's actually the main event is this podcast. You hear any shareholders meetings with Disney about firing Kathleen Kennedy? Question about Gina Carano being fired. Yeah. We'll get to that. Was it hateful racism or ignorant racism? That's the question. If it was hateful, I say, yeah, do some edits or footnotes explain things. Look at Woody Allen 20 years ago. The media defending him. Now they're hanging him out the job. Are they finally getting that Woody Allen? Because they've been defending him long enough. They've been giving him awards long enough. But the thing is, I want to even see what the fuck is even the problem. I saw that one depiction. Does anyone have any evidence of very ignorant racial thing from Dr. Seuss? Anyone in the chat? Does anyone know? Can anyone direct me towards the ignorant Dr. Seuss that needs to be stricken? Everything he did. Can you please show me? And then, if you can, show me in one of his classic books the racial discrimination. And I'm not saying it isn't there. Maybe I don't see it. Maybe I'm missing something, but I do not see anything regarding this. This is, to me, unless there's evidence that I do not see, and I rest my case after this, Your Honor. But unless there's evidence I do not see, this is giving somebody a life sentence for stealing some candy out of the store. Unless there's something I'm missing. And you guys can let me know. Yeah, there is a doc about the Woody Allen thing. Oh man, I will check my Streamlabs. Let me check. I should probably check the Cash App. What's her name? T.M. Martin again. I really wish when I still lived in Michigan, I had fucking lovely lawyers trying to give me money, but alas, I did not. But she told me to get a cash app, so I have a cash app too. And holy smokes, I got a couple donations. Ogre Squasher, whoa, $25, dude, you've given me a lot of money, bro. Holy shit. So I'm about to do quick math, and I may even be off because I don't know if it has all of it. So let me see. Can it? So you are, man, you giving me, okay, you see, it's 25, 10, 10, 10. So it's 40. It's like 65, 75. You giving me $75 over the course of the past month or so, however long I've been doing this. I've only been doing the super chats through Streamlabs for a little bit. Ogre Squasher, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Got to match your butt in my face. Wait, never mind. Whoa, pause. But we're not king shaming. Don't want to be a white supremacist. Gonna be something else like a receptionist? Sure, you can be whatever you want, Isleton girl. And yeah, there is a doc about the Woody Allen thing. But you need a documentary. We knew in the 90s about the Woody Allen thing. And actually, real quick, Sean Connery versus Applesauce, you also donated. Hey, I appreciate that. Going to work. Thanks for the stream and have a good day. You have a good day at work. Going to work, which no one gets that reference, is old Pistons. The Pistons, when they won the championship in 2004, they had this little promo for tickets, and they would say they're going to work because they were the hardworking team in a hardworking city. So that's what that reference is. Thank you, Ogre Squasher. Thank you, Sean Connery versus Applesauce. I'm not sure who you're rooting for, if it's Sean Connery or Applesauce, but thank you both. But yeah, why is Woody Allen bulletproof? Why is Woody Allen bulletproof? I don't know. Can you be a white equality? You can be an egalitarian. But even then, I actually think this may be a hot take, but equality is not something to reach for because no two things are equivalent. An apple is not equivalent to an orange. No two snowflakes are equivalent. So you can't necessarily look for equivalency. What you want to look for is tolerance. You want to look for the elimination of any discrimination that does exist, but you can't go out of the way saying, well, this outcome is different, therefore there must be something wrong. We have to change something about the outcome. Real quick, I'm trying to see, do I have a dislike? Sorry, because somebody said I have a dislike. I'm like, who? Did you dislike me? No. It would be weird if I got a dislike. I'm starting to get dislikes on my videos. I think I got a hate watcher. That would be crazy if I had a hate watcher. Like, man, I'm big enough to have a whole hater. Like, that's wild. Like, so a whole fucking hater. Hopefully, no double back. I got a dislike. How the fuck about that? I got a whole fucking hater. I got a whole hater. Yeah. Charles Blow was pissed. Disease, he came in, left the downvote. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll pick. Yeah, we got to pick the shows the Asian people right here. And again, I get being offended. All right, you're offended by this. Again, if you're an Asian person, not an ally, blue hair allies, get the fuck out of here. Shaved head allies, get the fuck out of here. We're talking about the actual individual, the actual group. If you have some offense about that, I can see how that can happen. If you're telling me everything this person's done needs to be destroyed because this exists in a book from 80 years ago, you got to be out of your motherfucking mind. You're telling me he has books and books and books of this shit, tons and tons of super racist shit, tons of crazy shit. Okay, I might feel a little bit differently, but even then, I would want to keep some of the works that do not have this. If you tell me he has nothing but a book and he's talking about how much he hates every group and it's the most ignorant depictions of every group and it's just the worst shit and that's just because it's of the era, I would feel at least something. Okay, at least I'll have an understanding. But right now, I see one depiction that's dated and a bunch of blue hairs screaming about nothing. And if there's more, please let me know. I can be incorrect. I don't know what it is. It's when you're white but still viewing equal. People are just people, man. I'll tell you, Tyrone Magnus just said in his video, well, it's wrong without seeing the panels. I'll tell you, Tyrone Man just said in his video, well, it's wrong without seeing the panels. So just saying it's bad gets it canceled. So that's crazy. So nobody has to see what it happens. Nobody, it's just wrong, get canceled. So normal. Listen, people, you don't have to be white qualities. You know what? We don't have to define ourselves by any goddamn labels either. You don't have to be a conservative liberal. You don't have to be a this, that, and third. You don't have to be a SJW. You can just do the fuck you, whatever your government name is. You don't have to add any other label or libertarian. I'm a activist. No, you're just a person. They didn't got us to label ourselves. I apologize. Now I can't send through PayPal. You can send through Cash App if you like, Gomer Kyle. I got the Cash App thing. And I don't know if you have one because everybody doesn't have one. TM Martin, she's the one who kept saying, and you don't have to apologize again. People are sending money. You don't owe me nothing. You guys owe me nothing at all. I appreciate you guys being here. Seriously. I used to have nobody in my streams. 14 people showed up. I know there's other streams going on. You guys could be anywhere else on earth, but you guys are still here. But yeah, Polanski always be guarding because of Sharon Tate. Now he's got, well, man, if we want to open up a can of worms with Sharon Tate, but don't apologize about PayPal. If you want to use Cash App, you can. If you don't, you have that. That's fine too. And then if anybody else wants to use Cash App, it's in the description. The little bot will let you know. And then if you just want to listen, please listen. That's cool. I just figured, it got to be a business. Got to. This is a pro capitalism channel, so why not? And yes, I do have an SJW watching me. I always feel like somebody's watching me. I might have a hater. Why, what in the hell? Dr. Seuss came in and left a dislike. He is racist. Maybe. He's also dead, so that'd be creepy. Somebody left a downvote, and I have videos that have downvotes. Now, like, some of the videos I understand. I may say something that you disagree with, but I'm starting to notice more downvotes. So I think that's what it is. It's the guy with the long white beard ageist, maybe. What's it to you? The cop driving the motorcycle is fat must be a donut joke. That's body shaming, but it's anti-police, so it's okay. As Churchill said, you have enemies good. That means you stood for something sometime in your life, or in this case, you have a dislike. It's just weird. It's weird because I'm thinking I'm too small for a hater. And it's like, wow, I've made it. I have a whole hater. It might have something to do with Vigilante being on my stream the other night. Sorry, Vigilante. No, I don't think it has nothing to do with that, unless that's a joke. It's anti-shavist. Well, we got to cancel Mario as it depicts an Italian stereotype. Maybe. Beards have rights too. Hell, Anthony Perry. I'm just going by. No, I'm not paying no mind. I'm just like, whoa. Because now I'm starting to get consistent dislikes out of nowhere. There's somebody subscribed to me that doesn't like me. And it's weird. Like, I never got the hate watch thing. Pay no mind to the dislikes. They are the minority. Very true mustache. Oh, the equality thing is a joke. Everything is greater than me. So not even the Oculus. Oh, don't do that either, disease. You don't want to go too far. You matter, disease. You're a good person. You're good. Don't think of people as greater than you, because that can be an issue as well. So you just gotta value yourself. I actually have a low regard for most people. But I have a low expectation of most people. I try to do the best I can in life and just hope for the best. That's all you can really do. And I love Jets Pizza. I love Jets, and there's a Jets not too far from me. But back in Michigan, I used to eat Jets Pizza all the time. Oops, she jumped on me. The guy with the beard is my grandpa. Oh, there you go. Hail, Eric K. Eric K. The Wrench King is shown up. The Wrench King has arrived. He is the Vigilante Williamson. Then they try to cancel Mario. Or they tried to cancel everything. Mario will the silliness end. It will never end. It will never end. Hell to you. Yes, the king of the mods. Mad Max movies. Oh, man. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. Let's go to the next story. Real quick, since you guys are so generous, let's just check the old chat machine. Okay, and then let me actually, check just in case you guys did the Cash App thing, since you guys are so cool. Okay, actually, I'm looking at my phone and I see Sneeches, the Star Bellied. Dr. Seuss didn't approve of the Star Belly Sneeches. Okay, so is that the thing that's offensive? The Star Belly Sneeches, just another red shirt? Huh. But yeah, in general, if you guys send me anything, please let me know because I can't see. There's no alerts. So, all right, let's get back to this. So yeah, the Sneeches thing. I guess I'll look up Sneeches. Dislike doesn't mean anything. I think they don't matter dislike or like. So if you guys want to troll dislike, you could. Yeah, thumbs down still gets you traffic. Yeah. So it doesn't matter. And it'll end when those in power are never going to get sick of it because those in power don't have to care about money because those in power who are doing it are being funded by outside sources. People saying saving society one thumbs down at a time. Such heroes in Seuss time, people die in a battlefield to protect free society. I don't care about this downvote. I think it's so cool. I think it's a symbol of arrival. I hope it's a genuine downvote and not a misclick. Somebody said it may be a misclick. I hope it's a genuine dislike. And I'm genuinely being disliked by people. I hope I've already earned someone who's like, that fucking Vigilante Williamson. Because that's like, whoa. A dislike is one thing, but Vigilante trying to grow his channel. Upvotes help upvotes help a lot. Sorry, I'm very tired, as you guys can hear. But I just want to do this pop up string because I haven't even talked about Demon Face, but we will talk about her. She's in the thumbnail for a reason. But yeah, I am trying to grow my channel. Upvotes help, downvotes help, comments help. You guys being here. Looks like it's 16 people in YouTube. Somebody's watching on Twitch. It doesn't necessarily mean somebody's watching on Twitch. And shout out to CLC on D Live. Not sure if you're still here, CLC or Silk. Maybe it's Silk. But thank you. Thank you for checking me out on D Live. D Live fam is in the building as well. So shout out to everybody who's here. And actually, my Cash App and shit is not on the it feels weird asking for a cash because I've always seen streamers, and I was like, I want to be one of these begging ass streamers. But look at me, a begging ass streamer. The dislike gone. I feel so now, my whole thunder. I want the dislike to be like, yeah, fuck you. Now, oh, whoops. Sorry. I don't want to be like, whoops, sorry. Let's see. Is the dislike still there? It's still there. Yes. Yes. Earn that damn dislike. Doing all right. Is Cash App in the Play Store? I believe it is. Okay. Gotta say hi to each other. That's what makes Sneeches anti-racist. Prejudice is criticizing the story. I see. Just another red shirt offends me, JK. I see. Mr. K, good day. Good day, mate. I believe they will bite the hand that feeds them. I don't. I think this is the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. So I think they are never going to stop because they're trying to socially engineer a generation just like they socially engineered us and our parents before us. They've been socially engineering people for a while and they're getting better at it, and we're getting more susceptible to their social engineering. So they have no need to stop because no matter how much we complain or how much we scream, they're still going to feed our kids this stuff. And part of canceling Dr. Seuss and getting rid of this history of children's books, a children's book that maybe your grandfather read, maybe your mama read, maybe you read, you wanted to pass down to your kid. Don't do that. Just have them read the ABC so we can groom them. And yes, that book does indeed groom people along with just saying LGBTQ, words, but there's some grooming going along with that book. And a lot of these books have grooming. They use every group as a shield. That's why I talked about with Dr. Seuss thing. Show me actual individuals who are Asians who are offended. Don't show me a blue-haired ally. I don't want to hear from an ally. They use these people as shields for their nefarious reasons. And I'm done beating around the bush on that. That's they're never. So unfortunately, I wish they would bite the hand that feeds them as far as these companies biting the hand of Winnie the Pooh, but it does not look like that will come true. Yeah, smash the like button. Make sure the bell is ringing is right. Make sure you're getting notifications. Make sure you see my videos because I do a lot of live streams. I'm starting to back with the videos. I'm trying to at least do a non-live stream video a week, and that means non-live stream, non-clip video a week. So I'm trying to at least get back to that. So what is your take on these animated series firing voice actors because they don't match the character's ethnicity? That is grounds for discrimination, getting fired because of their race. I think it's disgusting, and I would care more, but nothing new is good. So it's usually going to be something I probably wouldn't have watched anyway. So as much as I think it's a bullshit premise, I don't want to make the mistake of being an SJW where I'm like yelling about something I don't really care about. I do care about it from a principle standpoint. Obviously, it pisses me off from a principle standpoint, and it's segregation. And ironically enough, because they're going to make this fucking super woke series with Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan, the Falcon and Winter Soldier. But Anthony Mackie talks about how they have these all black. He's basically talking about the segregation at Marvel where they segregate the staff. So the black people work on the black movies, and it's just a fucked up thing. But that's what SJWs want because they're ran by white supremacists. Hey, we as Star Wars fans now know how Charlie Brown felt on Halloween. We got to break up with Star Wars, man. This is a breakup and it sucks. But she cheated on you a bunch. She's a whore. Don't fucking take her back. At Gomakai, the football has been yanked from her kick. Yeah. That's exactly what it is. And we got us to stop. Everybody needs to read up on MK Ultra. You will see them for what they are. Absolutely. Please read up on MK Ultra. Please, indeed. Oh, I will. I gotta get the lyrics up. Dare you to say one verse of the REM song "End of the World." And if you don't know this song, it basically is a rap because it's really fast singing. So I'm gonna do it. As you dared me, Texas mofo. As you dare me. And if you dare me, I'll just do it because I have no this isn't it. The hell? I don't remember the little way he sung it. I just remember I can't go through a whole verse. This is a whole hot 16. That's great stuff for the earthquake. No, I can't do it. I can't. I have to practice it. Texas mofo. I can't do it cold. I was about to, and I was going to make myself look even more terrible than I already do. I learned to read with the Dick and Jane books, but I love learning to read with Dr. Seuss. I genuinely think Cat in the Hat was the first book I read. Either that or the Bible. And I'm not joking, because I think the Bible was one of the early books I read. Even though I don't really know what's going on in it to this day. Yes, my favorite of all time, I always identified with him, Charlie Brown. So I know a little bit what's going on, not all of it. I had a joke for beat the Bush comment you made for that beating the Bush comment. Oh, that it's an Eminem comment. It was they beat around the bush like they're scared to eat pussy, so they eat around the tush or something shit like that. We all got a rock. Yeah, we did get a rock. There's a book called Area 51 by author Anna Jacobson, American book. Amazing book. Also, check out Behold the Pale Horse as far as but it does mention a little bit of aliens. But as far as how nefarious a lot of these groups are. Next time I expect some REM End of the World as we know it, including the long, quick part. Oh man, I can't eat it too damn hard. I want to practice. Maybe I'm not gonna, maybe by Thursday. I'm not gonna do it with Matt tomorrow because actually, yes, be back here tomorrow. Me and Fireball, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Will be the Cultural Crime Fighters once more, and I'll give you a great podcast. So I won't ruin it with that, but I will try to have it right by Thursday. Try to have it right. So let's talk about the what we all paid paper for, ain't it? What we all been waiting for, ain't it? We gotta talk about this evil ass company, Disney. This is why I opened up with the conspiracy theories. Why I opened up with taxes, because they get tax money and they get PPP loan money and they get money from China and all this other shit. And then when asked by their stockholders, their shareholders, they get to blow them off. Now, this is not the first time they've blown them off. He's actually a new CEO. I can't remember if he was CEO last year this time. Because I think they had just made the switch from Iger to him, but Iger, because Iger is still there. Iger and Chapek are really the CEO. And oh man, disease, I gotta go. No, I appreciate you leaving a like. You sure you didn't leave a dislike? Who knows? Maybe it was you, disease. Nah, I think disease is cool. I believe him. But back to this. So the last year's meeting, interestingly enough, they also blew off their shareholders. Those shareholders last year asked about a lot of the pride and the LGBTQ stuff and it impacting the bottom line, because shareholders don't really care about this woke stuff. They care about it if it's a market share they can grab. But once they see the numbers say it doesn't, they say, why are we still doing it? So they were asked about that last year. Clownfish reported at the time last year, but outside that, I didn't see much in regards to reporting on that. So this is not the first time, and I'm sure they've done it many a time where they blow the shareholders off. Oh no, yeah. The only reason I mentioned that because he said something about what movie was it that made him squirt, and he was talking about his eyes, and then he mentions he had a date. So of course I'm gonna mention that. I don't have the heart to do that. You'll have to do that after Perion. And maybe I'll have the heart to read your comment because it's going to be on my channel tomorrow. Somebody else left with him because we went to 18 to 11, or well 11 because it shows the one on Twitch, which I don't even know if they exist in Streamlabs. Fools at Disney are just collecting the check while the franchise is crumbling around them. Yeah, they're getting more money than our money. Like they're not. That's why people have been wondering. Well, do they care about money? Why don't they care about money? They're getting funded by China. That's not even the shadow funding anymore. I don't have to even say, oh, it's some bad. No, China is giving them money. Meanwhile, they're making their men more masculine, just so you know. It's interesting that the biggest media company is in bed with this country. It's constantly trying to emasculate everybody constantly trying to emasculate everybody and push a bunch of narratives from the alphabet community. No disrespect to you guys. Meanwhile, they consider being gay a mental disorder, something we did in the 60s and the 70s, and they're trying to eliminate the emasculation of their men and trying to make their men more masculine. But they're trying to emasculate our men here, and they're using these media companies like Disney, the biggest one on earth, to do it. So it's just an interesting juxtaposition. But anyway, speaking of them destroying society, Disney CEO Bob Chapek recently gave an update on the Walt Disney Company during the company's annual shareholder meeting. During the question and answer portion of the meeting, Chapek confirmed that Star Wars is dead. This is their opinion. As you did, it's been dead. And Lucasfilm will continue to be a stay on the company. Real quick, before I even get into this hardcore, I want to say this to you fans. Star Wars is like, all of this is gone. And it hurts. I know it hurts a lot of you more than others, whether it's this franchise or it was Doctor Who or Star Trek. I know a lot of people are still very upset about Star Trek. But these franchises are dead. She cheated on you. It's over. That's what it's like. And I'm sure anyone's went through a tough breakup. It hurts. But these franchises are done. They're done. You can no longer look at them as franchises that you're supposed to watch. You can no longer look at them as entertainment. You can no longer look at them as anything. They are only there to brainwash your children. They are no longer trying to make money. They're no longer making entertainment for the purposes of making money. They're making propaganda to brainwash your children at the behest of another country. Allegedly, but I don't even really have to allege that. I'm only saying allegedly for legal purposes. They are being funded and connected to China, and these things are factually happening. So you can what am I trying to say? Connect the dots. That's the what I'm trying to say. It's late. Oh man, so now this is what I get. Good night, disease. The food. No, damn. On the first date, you're a fast mover. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Again, I was messing with Matt. I don't even think he saw it. I don't think he saw it, but he said, "Made my eyes squirt." It's I'm just joking. All got a date, so I mean, me being me as a joke. Disney and Screw, they continue down the path of poor storytelling. Star Wars, Marvel, even trying to Doom. We have to like not give the money. We have to act as if they're already dead. We have to act as if maybe I'm not sure if everyone's old enough, but like I remember in the 2000s, it just seemed like everything iconic that was in your neighborhood closed down because of how bad the recession was, and a lot of that's probably happening now to a lot of you places. A lot of you around, the country, around the world, where places are closing down, places that you just used to be there just aren't there anymore. That's what you have to think with Disney, because they are destroyed. There's nothing else for them to do, especially after what I heard about WandaVision. They're done for. They don't have the talent. Let's take away wokeness. Let's take away all this agenda. They don't have the skill. They can't do it. They can't hack it. And who's running Disney? A Klopek from the Birds. I don't know what he is. This guy. This guy's running Disney. A dude, a corporate shell, somebody who's really not competent, whose only job, all he's known for is cutting the budget of something that's already successful in the parks. He's somebody who got his job, and therefore, because his job was unfireable, he was able to rise through the ranks to become a Disney demon. Remember, I was on the stream with you. Okay. He's omnipresent and eternal. It's a bit blasphemous, but I get what you're saying. Okay. They're done. Heck, sadly, I'm done. Yeah, they're beyond done. And this will show you, if Disney intends to drive away all their former fans, they couldn't do a better job. Oh, come on, man. Leave Stevie. Steve, listen, man. Listen, I'm tired of this.
Hey, you the motherfucker I be doing Stevie Wonder? You the motherfucker I be doing Stevie Wonder? That shit ain't funny, motherfucker. That shit ain't funny, motherfucker.
Tired of this disrespect. For Steven, hey, what's good, comment chat? Danny. Don't think Matt saw it, or he probably just, I don't think he saw it. He saw you, said, did he? I don't know if he maybe he did see it. I didn't remember him saying anything. His comments like that, half the reason I tuned the streams. Well, you know something. Before Sentient Dildo was the guy who harassed Matt, it was me a long time ago. So that's an honor of that, because he was doing a solo stream. I get to fuck with Matt in the chat like I did when he had like 50 or 70 subs and I had like no subs. And he didn't know who the fuck I was. And I just found them somehow through the, I forgot how I found them. But it was before I even hopped on the, it was months before actually I hopped on the stream. I think I found them through Jake D. I think, in fact, I know I found them through Jake D, because I think that's exactly what happened. I think, what's his name? Gary gave Jake D a shout out, and I think he was on one of those howling about entertainment streams. And this is before I was with the fandom, which I mean, it's not like I got stumped in or initiated to the fandom business. I just went on a bunch of streams. Before I even knew anybody to talk to him, I just would be in Matt's chat fucking with him. So it goes back. Oh man, Gomer Kyle. Hey, this is Tia Martin's idea. I don't know if you did it right either. I have no idea. Let's see. I don't know. I'm looking. Sorry. This is great for a stream. I don't see it, but I don't know if you did it right either, man. I don't know how this. I've done Cash App before, but oh no, I do. There we go. I see it. Oh man, you didn't have to give me $20. You guys are the nicest MFers on earth. No, not Matt MFers. So you guys have given me $50 just to talk shit today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Goma Kyle. Thank you, Ogre Squasher. Thank you, Sean Connery versus Applesauce. You guys are beyond. Make sure it's Ogre Squasher because I am super tired. Yes. Oh, and Fireball. Speak of Fireball, these shit sell up here. He's lurking and snuck a $4 super chat. So you guys are I feel well paid. I'm well funded. This is a well-funded operation today. Well-funded operation. Almost professional operation we got going here. I feel thank you guys. Yeah, smart man is our man. Yeah, he fucking scooped everybody. And you almost spit on my coke when he read that. See, I didn't pay attention to him reading it because I think when I said it and it when people start to sign off, I thought I was gonna be missed. So I think I just walked away. So is Fireball in the chat? A few minutes ago he sent me that super chat. So my bad, Fireball. I hope I didn't jinx today because you don't want to jinx it. Or if you did make your square, I hope it's not like you stick your stuff in crazy because that's not a good thing anyway. But speaking of crazy, and this is why I say they don't care about our money anymore. And I gotta, I after this, I'm gonna see if I can find an article or find a thing where they were getting funded by China. I'm sorry if this if Bounding is playing. Shut up, Bounding. The video sometimes autoplay, and I don't have my headphones on because they're annoying. But okay. First off, before I get into this, I want to take an issue with Bounding in the comments. Chapek's comments were brought to our attention by Twitter user Lorena Creole. Motherfucker, put some respect on Lorena Creole's name. Now, I'm gonna let you know the difference between me and everybody else. I love Bounding in the comics. I use their articles for tons of videos, and a lot of people have. And little known thing, I haven't really saying this. It would be cool if I could ever work for them one day. But the difference between me and everybody else, when there's a company somebody else want to work for and they say something to criticize, they'll shut up. But it's a minor issue, but it's a major issue. Lorena Creole is not just a Twitter user. She's a YouTuber who has 1,500 plus, maybe close to 2,000 subs. She works for Midnight's Edge. She's more than just a YouTuber, and to be keeping a whole buck, Bounding, and I love you guys to pieces. I'm gonna still use your articles. You're one of the best media sites going, but to keep it a whole buck, she gets more attention on her live streams than you do yours. You can put Twitter YouTuber, put some respect on her name because YouTubers do matter too. As much as I love Bounding in the comics, I found them from other YouTubers. That's how I found them. It's a cyclical relationship between media outlets like that and YouTubers. In the same way I wanted Big Homie Fireball to get his credit for scooping everybody with the Bill Burr story. I want Lorena Creole to get her credit. I want anybody. I don't care if it's me. I don't care if it's JD. I don't care if it's somebody I don't like. When you what you do as a YouTuber, there's a lot of work being put into this. So she's not just a Twitter user. She's not just some rando person. And y'all have enough knowledge to know that. So that's my one bone to pick with Bounding. Otherwise, I'll get back into the article. She said somebody just asked about firing Kathleen Kennedy's ass at the Disney stockholders meeting. This is her tweet. Fat George from San Antonio asked, Chapek, are you guys looking at firing Kathleen Kennedy or asking her to resign and promote somebody like Filoni and Favreau, both to the co-counsel? And Chapek responded, we've been absolutely thrilled that we can have all the kind of creative talent in our company, the likes of Kathy Kennedy running Lucas, and look forward to having Kathy directing the activities for the entire Lucasfilm organization for many years to come. I've said it once, I said it again. This bitch will never go away. She will never be fired. It will not happen. She may quit in 5 years if she so chooses, but she will never be fired. If any of you are holding out any hope. Oh, because I know how you are. I'm a sports fan. I'm a Lions fan. I get it. You say you're not gonna do it. You say you're not gonna do it, but you hold out hope. You still want them to get good again. It's dead. It is dead. She will never go away. She will never be gone. Ever, 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 ever. It can never happen. It will never happen. I don't know if it's because she has dirt, even though I may have been the one who spread that for me because I've been saying this that much just by the way they move, especially the way Headland moves. She gets to whatever she wants, but she will never be gone. So if you're holding out hope because you love Star Wars and made this impact on you when you were a child, you loved it your whole life. Maybe you're an EU fan, maybe you're just an OT fan, maybe you love everything. Maybe you love the sequels more, or the prequels, not the sequels. No one loves the tragedy. Maybe you love that. Oh man, you guys sending me some money too? We sending me money. Eric K did donate $5. For the one and only Vigilante Williamson, you'll be the next one to 1,000 subs. Hopefully. We'll see. I want to earn them though. I want to earn them. I want to, I don't have any videos. It seems like the live stream is going good. But I don't really have too many like top tier videos of my own. And I'm working on that. What I'm probably going to do, I'm doing these videos like at least one a week while I do a topic, but I have a project. I want to do something bigger with these videos. Like I have a project. I don't know if I'm gonna get done because I've started other projects not finished, but I want to make really good videos, not just, you know what I mean. I love doing live streams, but I really want to make really, really good videos. But yeah, you guys keeping the lights on, and I appreciate it. Now the problem with it donating early, but stupid PayPal, so it's back to super chats. Listen, man, it's okay, and everybody who's donated before in the past, I cannot thank you enough. Is it John writing the article? Gary always gets onto it. It's John F. Trent, who wrote that article. Yes, we sent each other. Lorena Creel is a sweetheart video today. I didn't check out today's video. Hell criticizable, the crazed. I'll bring you back up. I actually realized I had that up, but she's never getting fired. Hell, Vigilante Williamson. Just realize your dog's your icon is a dog with glasses on it. For many years to come, those words deflated me. You saying I look like a dog? Damn, dude, I thought you were a friend. Yeah, Lorena Crow is awesome to watch. Types of film, and then just give her a credit, man. That's all I'm asking. I'm not credit her as Twitter user like she's just some random motherfucker. Like she gets more on her streams than you. Are you fucking kidding, bro? And I love Bounding, bro. I love them, but I'm just like earlier this week. I called out Gina. I love her, but I'm a no bullshit type of person. You see why I'm single, right? First Disney destroyed the Imagination Pavilion at Epcot. Now they destroy Star Wars, and you know who actually destroyed that Imagination Pavilion? None other than this motherfucker here. When he was the head of wasn't he the head of parks? So he did everything to cut money. So that was his decision before he was even CEO or whatever his position is now. You CEO, yeah. Co-CEO, because Bob Iger's still there. Bob Iger still is running. They're running the show together, which they probably were anyway. Thinking of making another sci-fi space opera Star Wars was showing. That's going to be the future. We're going to have to make our own space operas. We're going to have to make our own movies. I have ideas for stuff that I need to figure a way to do. Not necessarily. Well, got a multimedia project I want to tackle later on in the year when I have more time. We're going to have to make our own stuff. But hey, necessity is the mother of invention. You guys are saying nice to each other. Sticking to the engine room has been good for my health. Okay, well, whatever, bad for your health. Okay, my into Lucasfilm says KK is just done. She's letting it all. It's done. She's letting it all out with George and Steven and have relations with Bruce. Yes, Bruce the Shark. Sheesh. Kathleen Candy. She's giving it to everyone, including Bruce, including Yoda, Baby Yoda. She's Baby Yoda's mom. No, I don't know. And maintenance and custodial. Okay. Hardworking blue collar brothers. I appreciate it. Working hard. This one's for you, for the working man. Shout out to the working man. Hey, whatnot. I look like a big old Charlie Brown pumpkin head. Yeah, he does look like a pumpkin head. No space operation make. Not bad, except for Joe. Go where Kyle said I look like a dog and no longer friends. I don't know. Hope we can repair your friendship. You said no, we're not friends after we were. Oh no. I want to go over Kyle and Eric K get back together. Will they get back together? Tune in later to find out. But there's another point that I want to get to about this article, that some other shareholder was ignored. Where is it? They do the bounty thing where they get a bunch of words. Okay. Now listen to this. David from Alexandria, Virginia asks, it's clear there's a new blacklist punishing conservatives in the entertainment industry. Disney Plus actors Pedro and Pascal and Gina Carano tweeted similar analogies occur in political events to Nazi Germany. Yet only Carano, who was considered conservative, was fired from The Mandalorian. Regarding Disney and a blacklist, this is the way? Question mark. I love that. I love the shout out to you, Dave, from Alexandria, Virginia. Before getting into Chapek's demon ass response, I want to say how this has been reported. They have completely ignored Pedro's tweet from earlier this year. They do focus on the 2018 tweet, but they've ignored what he said this year. They if you look at the reporting, they will not mention his tweet from this year because he has multiple tweets in this regard, not just the one with kids where he used the wrong group. He said this is America 2018. No, it was I think it was Palestine, if I remember correctly. But he just can't tell the difference between brown people, even though he is Chilean himself. Anyways, Chapek, whose tone of voice notably changes in response to the question, I don't really see Disney as characterizing itself as left-leaning or right-leaning, yet instead standing for values that are universal, values of respect, values of decency, values of integrity, and values of inclusion. And we seek not only how we operate, but the content we make to be reflective of the rich diversity of the world we live. And I think that's a world we should all live in harmony and peace, while you're firing conservatives and you're minimizing John Boyega and you're shooting films in concentration camps. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding? But it doesn't matter. They get their money from China and our tax dollars, so they don't have to make good stuff. They literally don't. They don't have to make stuff. They can get a bunch of PPP money and still lay off like 40,000 people and have their stock price go up, even though they've had the worst year ever. It doesn't matter. They can manipulate their stock price. They can cook their books. They can double their profits, doubly represent their profits, according to a CPA that got fired, whistleblowing CPA, who now needs a GoFundMe. She needs to GoFundMe for just doing her damn job, to showing that Disney is corrupt. But it doesn't matter. They can spend. They don't need your money. That's why they're acting like it. They figured it out. They don't need your money. They don't. So don't give it to them. Let them only have their cheap money. Fuck them. All they need is China's money. All they need is to triple cook the books. Dog with glasses just means you're a smart dog. No, we are buds. Oh man, hopefully they get back together. Pens and needles. I'll take it back. The Geode is a perfect addition to Star Wars. Dialogue, action, suspense will be Oscar worthy. Even Rose Tico will be envious. Hey, leave one of my side chicks alone. Rose Tico is a side chick worthy. Okay, it looks like they got back together. He says he was kidding. I love you, man. I know. You know what? Eric K should have said I know, because then you guys would have been like, if you would say I love you, man, and then Eric K would have said I know, it would have been like Princess Leia, Han Solo, but it's too late. Geode is such a great shape. I've never seen someone that chisel. Fade in, rock in a navigator's seat as his friend and non-sexual, clearly Matthew McConaughey knockoff sings like a rock. Yeah, criticizable. Is it Critzable the Crazed? I keep saying criticizable. I think I'm adding shit. Critzable the Crazed. Sorry, Critzable. Sorry, Crits. I was kidding too. Waiting to use that match line against myself. So basically, he lied to their faces. Yes, he outright lied. Outright lied to shareholders who, for the stock that they manipulate. Just collected some geo action figures, put around my garden spot, might paint them, but the value will go down. Yeah. Hey, my face does match my ass. Oh, Lord. But yeah, he outright lied to shareholders. Outright. And real quick, I'm gonna see if I can find Disney getting money from China. Like they got a huge amount of money. And I wanna see if I can find it just to let you know. If I can even find it. Goodness, there was a payment that I heard of, and I can't remember. It was just this massive payment. Let me see. 400 million. Sorry. I can't find the direct thing about the payment. I don't want to. Doesn't look like China gives them at least 700 million in marketing, but in revenue. What's this? No, maybe that was 400 million for the million system. No, I thought Disney got something from China. I can't find it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to. You know what? Then throw out what I say. I don't want to give anybody false information. Just at least consider it a rumor. But I believe there was some reporting of direct payments from either China directly or a company that's heavily linked to China for Disney for something nefarious. Critzibble. But so far you've gotten the closest to saying it correctly. So I'm gonna go with Critzibble. If it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't know half of the shit going on at Disney. Your media is not covered. You, the media, because they ain't covering it. Yeah, they're not covering it. If it wasn't for doing this, I wouldn't know half of the shit. I didn't know a lot of this shit. When you start to do a channel, you start to do research, you start to look up things, then you find out, oh, this is really fucked up. The internet is not forever. No, it isn't. And you know what? I'm not perfect. I could have made that up. I see it was linked to Dominion, and I could have just got those things mixed up in my head. But we're not gonna talk about that because we can't talk about that, guys. Won't get censored, guys. It pisses me off. Then when I've been talking to people, no disrespect to anyone, I love everybody, but just people say, well, you're not supposed to talk. I'll bring up channels. And I said, well, these channels talked about, and you're not supposed to talk about the election. No, fuck, you can. You're supposed to. You have free speech. You're allowed to talk about things that happen. But we live in the CCP. We live in the CCP. The CCP's here now. Now. We live under a CCP-esque government, a North Korea-esque government. It's just the start of it. In 5 or 10 years, it's going to be way more extreme when your FedCoin account gets destroyed because you said the wrong things. But yeah. Will the Geo be able to speak? How the hell is that going to work? The Geodes eat shit, or will the toilet take that weight? Will it fit through the lavatory door? No one knows. Now, why the archivist is the one who decides what's to be kept? No. And to another election thing, it doesn't matter who votes, it matters who counts the votes. The internet is not just for porn; it has facts and news too. These YouTube restrictions on speech ridiculous. Oh, at least finally, but it's only for today. This means nothing. How many days have they lost stock? Remember, they were on a decline for the longest, and they just bounced back because listen, when we find a little crack in the system, i.e. the stonks, GameStop, and all the other stuff, we're manipulating the system. We're white supremacists. We're everything else. But these normal companies manipulate their stock as standard. Geo comes from Hollywood stock. His dad's the actor that played the monolith in 2001. Yeah, there you go. No wonder he got the job. Fucking nepotism. So that's pretty much it for this shit. I had just talked about, man, I'm getting tired of this Unicron thing, and then this shit happens. I didn't say tired, fatigued. But it does piss me off. It does piss me off. We're gonna do the positive stories before we end. We always end with positive stories. But real quick, I just want to reset it. Your these companies don't need your money. That's become obvious. Even if I can't find a direct report that says China's giving them money, China's giving them money. China's been giving them money a lot of times. And I'm not just talking about they're making money in the China market or in the market for China. I'm talking about China is directly giving them money. Oh man, this Tesla. Man, Tesla and Bitcoin are fucking things that every time I say, man, they're not going to get higher. That's crazy. They just get higher and higher and higher. It defies logic. And I have not invested in either. I need to. So shout out to you, Eric K. You're winning. I want to become financially secure one day. And not really off of it. Actually, when it comes to this, I don't want this to be a part of that. I want this to be as pure as it possibly can. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you keeping the lights on. You guys have finally bought the little set behind me because that thing costs, well, not every item, because some of the shoes actually kind of expensive. But I already had the shoes. But the actual little thing with all the super chats today, you've paid for it. So thank you. Thank you. If you guys can just make this a free hobby, that's more than I can ever expect. Let's see. Star Wars not still in the economy, unfortunately. When's the new Justice League? Justice League, the Snyder Cut comes out in 2 weeks. I believe it's the 17th. And let me see. Are you being a guest on another stream sometime? So yeah, I really want to make Whatever Wednesday tomorrow. I haven't made a Whatever Wednesday in over a month. I really would love to make one tomorrow. If I'm not tired, I may sneak on for Whatever Wednesday tomorrow. If not, then tomorrow I'll do a stream with Fireball Productions, Culture Crime Fighters. It'll be tomorrow on my channel, and then next week on his, and we alternate channels. And then I'll also be on Fireball's channel on Friday, because I usually make his cocktail lounge, the MF for Cocktail Lounge. And then Sunday, I could be doing Culture Casinos. I actually plan on doing Culture Casinos. I'm gonna try to make it Sunday. I'm trying to do a lot of YouTube, and I'm trying to do stuff outside of this to try to better myself too. So it's been rough. 71. I think you got it. You better than get it at 71. Then I should have bought in at 200. I should have bought in at 200. That's why I saw like, oh my God, I can't believe you 200. I'm not paying for this shit. They don't even make profit. They don't even profit. Doesn't matter. Stocks don't matter. Reality doesn't matter for the stock. The stock market shouldn't have been up this past year, but it just was. Hey everyone, thanks for accepting this whole humble Gomer and my terrible text. No, you have great text, man. It's the 18th, or was the 17th? March 18th, apparently, is the Snyder Cut. Oh, the Snyder Charity is the 17th. That's why I got it mixed up. So yeah, Geeks and Gamers are doing an interview. Geeks and Gamers is going to be on Uche Nuari's channel. Uche's doing it. And even though I disagree with him vehemently, but I didn't hear his take. I didn't hear his Dr. Seuss take, but at least from what it was reported to me. So I don't want to do the thing where you don't really hear it. But yeah. Even though I disagree with him a lot, I respect him a ton. I'm glad he's a part of the whole community to offer that counterpoint. And I'm glad, I think what he's doing with the Snyder Cut thing, especially for the charity, is really, really cool. I'm not a charity guy, but for what that charity stands for, at least, it's something important. I hope they help, because I've actually had tons of issues with depression in my life, and actually, not the best. I called one of those hotlines at a dark time in my life, and they actually suck, to be honest. From what with me, it really did not go well at all. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, the charity is the 17th. That's where I got that date from. Chris, crazy. I'm cutting in because I try, when you guys add each other, I try not to read all of them. I do sometimes. Cool. It's cool. I accept everyone. Well, almost everyone, but I definitely accept you if you have cake. Wait, what are we talking about again? I'm not sure what you guys are talking about. My terrible super chat on FNT and acquisition. I see Gary wince when he sees my super chat. Does he wince? Does he wince? Oh man. Yeah, wow. I'm not sure what the wow's for. Guess I've rant a lot. Let's real quick see what's going on in the super chats. Oh man. Oh no, these are just shown from today. Just still shows Eric K and Falwell. Okay, I thought it was more. But cool. And let's see what's going on D Live. We're still here on D Live. We're still live on D Live. Shout out to Silk on D Live. I'm not sure if he's still there or just he's left. But yeah. Chris with the craze. No problem, man. Okay. So we talked about the craze. It's gone almost 2 hours. Sheesh, this stream has flown by. Sorry if I've been a little bit more tired. Oh, that was Uche. He yells that while game. I've seen his game streams, actually. That's probably the stuff I like the most. I've seen him. He was streaming that damn is it college football remaster? I know they're redoing it. They're finally doing a new college football game, but there's this like mod of NCAA 2014 that he played, and it was pretty cool to watch him play that. It's pretty cool that the game even exists. So it's about that time, unfortunately, or fortunately. Oh man, Fenrir the Ice Wolf. Yeah, you're super late. You've basically missed the whole podcast. We still are going to do the positive news. Gotta end some happy news. Depressing as all this shit was. But I donated already just because they helped me 2 times, and 1 time I almost college. So I'm sorry to hear that. Lucky to be here. My wife saved me. I'm glad you're still here, man. I am very glad you're here. And what I dealt with, I did not deal with this specific charity. I called a different line. I don't think it's connected to this charity, and it just didn't go well personally. But luckily, I didn't have anything. I didn't have any means to do anything at that time. Because for what, who knows? Who knows? But hey, if anyone deals with that darkness, man. Man, there's always a reason to keep continuing, no matter how dark it seems. Really need to go over to Geeks and Gamers, look around. I kind of do too. They got a lot of good stuff going on there, and I don't really watch a ton of that stuff. Every now and again, I watch Sports War. Hell, he's watching from work, working and lurking. I appreciate it, Fenrir. Don't feel the need. Hey, pay attention to your job. Hell, Fenrir. The Mario Kart is fun. Watch him and Ripper throw down. Yeah, I know a lot of people watch their Twitch streams. Guys saying in chat. So yeah, I know the Twitch streams become pretty famous as well. The Mario Kart. That's where the egg stuff comes from. So I guess I'll start with this story. Positive story. This woman has started a food pantry to help others during the pandemic, and she started it in her basement. I made fun of West Virginia, but shout out to West Virginia. A woman in Jackson County, West Virginia, has made a big difference. That's the WV, not VW. Made a big difference in WandaVision this pandemic by starting a food pantry in her own basement. Rhonda Lee started taking money out of her own paychecks to create a food pantry for those in need. Some weeks it was $200, some weeks it was $100. When Lee was laid off in June, she continued the pantry going with the money she saved. So this woman is laid off, but still made sure that some of the money that she saved went towards helping others. Now, this is fucking incredible. Lee says she tried to find ways to give back to the community after others helped her when she lost everything in a flash flood in 95. I know what it's like to get up one day and everything's gone. They helped me, and I'm in a position I'm going to help others. Lee says she helps anyone, no matter the circumstances. She even goes the extra mile and drops the boxes of food off herself. We don't tell people no. We just say, how can we help and what do you need? For these reasons, Lee has been nominated for a local hometown hero award for her community, and she deserves it. Again, she got laid off and she continued doing this. So hopefully she's found another job since. But this is pretty incredible when you think about it. I mean, I know a lot of us saw those food lines down the street, miles and shit. And the same government that told us to shut down is going to fuck with all the tax breaks for all the shit that they made us shut down for, and fuck with us, fuck with our money, raise taxes, raise minimum wage, which sounds like a good thing just to make sure we don't have businesses, fuck everything up. It's the people. It's never the goddamn government. It's always the people who help the people, because we're all we have. And thank goodness we have somebody like Rhonda Lee of Jackson County, West Virginia, to help the people locally there. And I talked about West Virginia, but that's it's a flyover area. I know they can have a lot of struggles financially. So here's another super duper positive story. Well, real quick, let's see what you guys said. Because I see Crisable the Craze, supported so many of my local shops during this pandemic. I love seeing how many people have helped others during this pandemic. Yeah, a lot of people have helped people. The news will only tell you how much we've been at each other's throats. And hey, I contribute to that myself. I can't even lie. But that's why I want to try to counteract to make sure we end the podcast knowing, hey, there's some really good, really cool fucking humans on this earth. And we don't hear about those people all the time. We only hear about the fucked up ones. Like, no, the good people deserve their credit too. The good people deserve their credit too. Geeks and Gamers can thank Theory for their rise in their popularity in Twitch. That's how I found them. Okay. Star Wars Theory. Yeah, he helped them a ton. But hey, they kind of, I knew who Star Wars Theory was, but I wasn't really like into him. But I was like, oh man, it's cool for him to cross over like that because he really didn't have to. He's so much bigger than everybody. Like, he's probably bigger than the damn brand of Star Wars right now. Let's be honest. Like, he didn't need to at all. He just didn't. But yeah, right. She does deserve an award. This is a deserved award. And so, I talk a lot of shit about celebrities. I'm not too positive on celebrities, but I got to give one credit in this story. One Gary Sinise from his foundation, a Marine veteran, who lost a leg in Afghanistan, gets a mortgage-free home from the Gary Sinise Foundation. And remember, we were at war in the Middle East and still are because of back bombing shit. We're at war for a while over nothing but a bunch of bullshit neocons wanted us to do so they can make money off of the companies they don't stock in. And a lot of people got hurt. A lot of people died. A lot of people lost their lives. And it's not really reported what happened to him. But thanks to foundations like this, and yes, it's from Hollywood actor. Maybe he's too old. Maybe a lot of you are too young to remember Gary Sinise. But yeah, his foundation did some good. A wounded veteran in Temecula. I'm probably gonna be on Spanish Word of the Day. Temecula, California, has been gifted a mortgage-free, specifically smart adapted home, courtesy of the Gary Sinise Foundation. Jose Barron joined the Marine Corps at 17, raised by a single mother. Barron said the Marine Corps was like a father figure to him. The Marine Corps itself. I didn't have a dad, so the Marine Corps came my father that was disciplined. So I feel like it became the role model that I needed to become who I want to become. Just real quick, there's no quote here to be off. Barone lost his left leg and left eye. Oh man, while serving in Afghanistan in 2010, he's been fitted with a prosthetic leg, but still says it's very painful. I'm very sorry to hear that, brother. Rocking on your prosthetic is pain daily. You're in constant pain. People will never see that. They'll just see somebody walking on a prosthetic. When I come home, I want to sit down in that wheelchair and relax. Oh man. Gary Sinise, he played a lot more than just Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump. That is probably what he's most known for when I think about it. Or maybe it's not anymore. I don't know. Maybe he's not even as known. But he's been helping veterans for the past 10 years through his foundation. After hearing Baron's story, the Gary Sinise Foundation has found him with a fully accessible home, paid in full, living in a house that's not accessible to you. You're challenged every single day to do the daily activities that normal people do. Just being able to roll in the shower without any obstacles, to be able to come home and have the whole house accessible to my wheelchair and me is definitely going to change my life. So as much as I talk crap about these celebrities, this is a really cool thing this foundation did. You can be cynical about charities, but man, I just think that's really, 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 really cool. Really. I follow G&G since March 2018. Yes, it did help them. Drunk interviewing Gina helped as well. He definitely helped. Definitely helped. Start this whole YouTube channel subscriptions because of ads. So ads was your gateway drug. Mine was Doomcock. Doomcock was my gateway drug into the whole Phantom Menace. I was looking up rumors for that Abomination, the rise of the fall of Soy Woker. And when I heard the rumors about the Reddit rumors about Palpatine, Ray Palpatine, I was like, what? Found it on YouTube, found this weird motherfucker in a mask, and then the algorithm started recommending me shit from him. Started recommending me a ton of shit. And then Critical Drinker I found around that same time. And then I found Yellow Flash and Gary and all these other channels. And then refound channels like Rippa and that Star Wars girl who I found previously. Oh yeah, I remember these guys. And guys, they just fell out of my purview for whatever reason. And then there you go. And as is another one I think I saw some videos for, but I really wasn't too into them before. But then kind of that's how the rabbit hole goes. And somehow that rabbit hole's led you here. Deep in the rabbit hole. I'm deep cut. I appreciate it. As does indeed Rock. And I don't know if he did a Batman review. Maybe you guys let us know. You guys say hi. Other than Gary. Yeah, Gary. Gary's changed my whole life, but this YouTube thing, because he's the main reason I have so many subs. Him and Comics Division, and then obviously Culture and Wes and everybody else. Latino Slant, Captain Trek, Sweet Cats helped me on the show. No one knew who I was. So everybody's played a part. And hopefully I can help people like Fimber and everyone else rise. You know what I mean? Pay it forward. As is awesome, found him because of Gary. Found Gary because of the High Council, the old school ones. I never heard of High Council. Everyone keeps talking about how great it was, but I wasn't there back then. Let's see how in 2 years Gary's over 300K. Found him when he was at 15K. Really cool. Let's see. So the reconciliation stream between D-Day Cobra and start subbing everyone affiliate. Oh no, don't be on. You guys can have conversations without me. That's I talking to other people's chats about whatever the hell. So yeah, be off topic, man. No Rider and Gary came after ads, and now subscribe to so many YouTubers. Yeah, it's weird how that works. Sinise is a great guy. He is a conservative. Surprised he is a cancer. Yeah, they probably forgot about him. I found Doomcock on the OG High Council when he was defending Shatner. In what context does Shatner need to be defended? I wasn't there, so I don't remember. Check out Az's Batwoman reviews. I haven't seen a single one episode of the show, but Az's reviews cover it all. Prepare to die, laugh, great intent. So here's the thing about those. I actually love Az's. I haven't checked out this year's, but Az and Thorias Unlimited. I really enjoyed their Batwoman reviews of the first season. I even thought, you know what? Now that I'm a YouTuber, I need to review the Batwoman. And maybe I could get YouTube Plus. I got 20 minutes into that bitch. Oh my gosh, the worst thing. Anthony Perrion tried to get me to do a review. I never actually clipped it out, but it's completely trash. Completely, it's unwatchable. But the reviews are great. But the show itself is unwatchable. Just some guys, another favorite besides you, of course. Hey, if you guys consider me anywhere towards any of those other YouTubers, I appreciate it. If I'm anywhere in your top 700 YouTubers, I feel like I made it. Yeah, we're all trying to do our part. We are all trying to do our part. Agreed. Cecil is love. As it's him. Yeah, Cecil is love. It's messed up they're using me to blackwash him. That's not right. That's not right. Maybe you should do the queefalizer. I could, but I don't want to do that. Don't torture myself if you don't have to. Yeah. The second season reviews are out of this world hilarious. Yeah, I can imagine with the Bat Lives Matter and all the other crazy shit. When she started listing off statistics in that conversation, I was done. I said I'm not, and it went to commercial break. I said I can't come back. In the very first episode of the second season, she has this part where she starts talking. Oh, I'm the one in this. I'm done. Cool. Cool. So Doomcock got blocked by Shatner on Twitter. So someone asked Shatner, what could Doomcock do to get unblocked? Shatner said, donate to my charity. Javika is hot, though. If you old head members of the Vigilante Williamson channel remember when she was first announced and they showed her with a bodysuit, I said they should lean into her hotness because she is bad. And I was almost going to watch just the strength of her. I thought I could just drink watch, see how cute she was, but they didn't lean into her hotness. They did put the little bodysuit on her, but they didn't really lean into her hotness. Yes, I do. That's why I'm not gonna. Yeah, do I think Lois and Superman will get woke? I have not seen an episode. I'm waiting till at least this season's over before I watch a single episode because I indeed think it will get woke. I believe everything's a bait and switch. I believe all of this quote unquote wokeness is cultural engineering, societal engineering, and they will never stop ever. They will never stop because they don't need our money. They don't. They just don't. And that's why they act like they don't. The riots and ads both clipped their mics over bad woman that lose the shit over his poorness. I think he gave up on the queen for lives. Yeah. Nobody even cares enough to hate it. Okay, doing great, man. Working and lurking. How are you, sir? Okay. I need to get you guys conversation. And almost in the conversation. This is a cool story. Talk about this crazy lockdown. We talk about how these demons forced us into lockdown. And UPS drivers, USPS drivers, delivery drivers. I even did a little bit of DoorDash at parts. I probably still could, but my car's not. I could. I just don't trust my car. So the delivery person, if you see the Amazon people, they put in a lot of work. They've kept this fucking country going, and they deserve credit. And this UPS, this community in Pennsylvania, put respect on this UPS driver's name, and he is brought to tears when the town surprises him with a thank you party. A UPS driver in Pennsylvania was moved to tears after the entire town banded together to thank him in a special way. His name's Chad. He's a Chad. Chad Turns. His last name is Turns. He works for UPS. Can't make this stuff up, but seriously. He delivers for UPS in the small town of Dauphin, Pennsylvania. On Tuesday, Turns drove into a parking lot for what he thought was a pickup, but was greeted by dozens of residents clapping. Waiting for him on the table was a large card signed by the community and a $1,000 tip. Turns was so overcome with emotion that he pulled out his handkerchief to wipe his eyes. It's hard to see a man cry. Well, thank you. Oh my God. As he read through the giant card, I don't know what to say. Nah, you got me choked up. Dauphin resident Jenny Shickley organized a special event after people commented in a group post about what a good job he has been doing during the pandemic. It's a small town, so they probably, oh man, you know him. You probably know who he is. You know what I mean? These small towns. Anyone who lived in small town rural America knows it's very easy for you to know who like your mailman actually is and see them at the grocery store and shit. But they raised $1,000 in 2 weeks. He goes out of his way to make us feel taken care of. He's been working like 140 hours every 2 weeks. Jesus. It's a small time. I'm sure he's busting his ass there, but holy smokes. Never a sour face, always living a dream. Turns who has delivered in the town for 7 years, is a man that truly cares about others. The whole time I had a personal experience with Chad. He once thought a package was a gift, and there was a picture on the front. My kids were playing outside, so he waited until his shift was done, came back to make sure they didn't see it. So he goes through the extra mile to just for stuff like that. But again, you kind of do that in a small town because you know everybody. You know, oh, okay, I see the kids. I'll come back later. Turns is also known for giving treats to all the dogs on his route. He says, I'm overwhelmed. The community feels so strongly about me, and I'm not going to talk about the company that reported. So this is just a cool story. There was another story I had where community, I think it was that garbage man, and it was this community, they did this something for the garbage man. It was just so cool. The blue collar people in this country just get no respect. And if it wasn't for the blue collar people, the delivery people, the truck people, the people who work on everything, this country and other countries across the planet, we wouldn't be going on, especially through this fucking pandemic that these demons have put on us. But it's good to see stuff like that. That's why I like ending and stuff like that. I'm gonna go a little longer because I don't feel like ending it. I love talking to you guys, so we'll go until I fade, I guess. Even as Stacey can't believe he's watching Batwoman. Whammon. He's physically torturing himself to give us a great review. Like KK, she gives us a headache. Gosh, she's a demon. Creators need to take control of the IP, like manga, anime creators. That's what it's going to take us creating IP. We can no longer go through Hollywood or the Hollywood system and expect IP to be made. And that's going to take time. It's a cultural shift, and it will happen because it's the human condition, and you're talking about no ability for the human condition to express itself. Nothing for the human being, the condition to connect to. So people will create the IPs. All the workers who are going to create the next hot IPs are working their jobs or in school or whatever. They haven't been created yet. It's Fenrir the Ice Wolf who's lurking and working there. Hopefully he gets in with Grant Acuma or some other artists to do that comic book that he needs to do so it can become a cartoon. Him and his friend Jack Wright. So Those are the people who got to create the IP, because we can't go to Disney with an IP and say, "Can you please be fair to us?" That's not going to work. Well, he got the $1,000 donated easy because Doomcock got us all to donate to Shatner's horse charity. Doomcock got unblocked, and I feel Shatner started respecting all of us. Okay, I heard some of this story about Shatner blocking Doomcock, but I didn't know the full story. Thank you, Gomer Kyle. Poor ass looks miserable reviewing Batwoman at STD. Yeah, I thought I'd be able to do the joke reviews. There's not enough time in life, and there's a lot of good shit I need to watch. If you read Shatner's book, Get a Life, he describes how he came to appreciate what Star Trek means to the fandom. That is indeed epic. If you're talking about any of this stuff, yeah, Chad is super. That amount of hours working in that small town, like holy shit, he deserved everything they gave him. That's really cool. As the second Equalizer review, I busted out laughing when you say he was talking about the two guys going someone's here after the lighter gets shot out of a dude's hand. What the? Why would you shoot? If you're gonna shoot at somebody, why would you shoot a lighter at somebody's hand? Wouldn't you just shoot them? If you have the aim to shoot a lighter out of somebody's hands, you can just kill them. Chad does indeed kick ass, and hopefully did get his OT and has to pay. You never know with these evil corporations, but hopefully he did get his OT. I think I'm gonna read it. I love Shatner. He's the face. He is indeed the face of Michael Myers. Here, as blue collar guys get shade. I'm a white collar loser myself, but shout out to the blue collar guys. Even though I may end up going blue collar over the next 5 years, may have to do the trade thing, but I got a few different plans. But we'll see. But yeah, right up until the roof leaks, the taller backs up, the water won't turn on, the lights go out, and then all of a sudden you got to call a blue collar dude. Thinking about getting into HVAC, so I may go back to the blue collar. Even though right now I'm working on something white collar to help me do that, but just long term. Yeah, that's when the bill goes up, and blue collar has never been more valuable than it has been right now, because people don't want to be blue collar. Everybody wants to be I don't know what everybody wants. I think actually, doesn't everybody want to be a YouTuber now? Isn't that the most popular job for these kids? Which is like, I mean, I love doing this, and hey, you guys are keeping the lights on, but like even with me doing this, like there's no way. I'm not gonna say this will never be something that'll be my main revenue stream, or this won't lead to something that'll be my revenue stream. I cannot predict the future, but I will always want other revenue stream, because I would hate to depend on Google or anything. That's why I love the fact that I can do super chats without them. I didn't read your thing. When I was on Twitter, I couldn't believe how they ganged up on him, but we came to his aid, and the way how he handled it made the SJWs really cry. Yeah, from what I've seen Shatner on Twitter, he's pretty cool. Pretty funny. Yeah, he's a boss on Twitter. But Ogre Squasher, no. Ogre Squasher, the best super. Nobody has given me more money on YouTube than Ogre Squasher, so I really, really appreciate you, bud. But you got to get out of here, and I appreciate it. So have a good night or morning or whatever time of day it is in your corner of the earth. Yeah, everybody wants China to give them free money, and maybe they will for Complete Dominion. Maybe they will. YouTube is great for promotion and live chats. Yeah. So like, I want to do the music thing, and I like doing this. This is very fun, and you guys, if you want to toss money at it, I'm definitely going to take it. I mean, hey, there's a super chat system anyway. The YouTube gets, all this money, or everything you super chat, I get all of it. I mean, there's a little like fees and shit, but I get, Google doesn't take anything. Google doesn't take a dime. So keep, if you want to super chat, or if you want to cash app, or if you just don't want to watch, just watch. If you want to dislike. I appreciate the dislike. I genuinely do. I genuinely appreciate that I've grown to the point where there are individuals who indeed just come to my stream to dislike, or come to my videos to dislike. And I've been noticing the past few weeks. And I got a dislike on this stream. I'm like, what? So that's a really cool thing. I'm like, Trek to the original series. I remember watching as a kid. I'm grateful to all these people. I learned values from them. I mean, who do kids have to look up to like that? Hopefully their parents, but I doubt it. These parents, this generation, oh my God, our youth are destroyed, man. Not just through the media. Think about how these kids are being created and conceived in the conditions these kids are being conceived under. I remember there's a little part where I lived at home with my mom a few years ago, and she had to ground my baby's rabies. None of her kids giving her kids because we're smart. And so she would start watching like coworkers' kids and shit. So she was watching these coworkers. Actually, it was a coworker's grandchild in this case, and the parents had. At first, I think the parents were together when she first started watching. But at one point, they divorced, and they would come by with their different like girlfriend. They were so concerned with fucking other people. They did not give a fuck about their kid. They didn't even know who. Like I was even in the house. I was like sleeping one time they came over. So I don't know if they even knew I existed. But I'm in the same house as their kid. And anybody could have been in the same house as their kid. And they wouldn't have known. And this is the generation of people having kids. The people who, you know, a lot of these kids that are being born today are just tender accidents. And then when they finally get, you know, of age, they're going to be tossed a bunch of indoctrinating books. They're going to be tossed in this indoctrinating system. And their parents are not even going to be paying the fucking attention to them. So that's what our kids are gonna do, and they'll have no role models to look forward to, and it is all by design. Yeah, me too. Those type of role models are no more. And saying, peace to Elwood Squasher. Yeah, I'm sad I don't have kids. At the same time, I'm happy I don't. Yeah, I don't want kids. I don't want kids. If I wasn't so morbidly obese and therefore it's unnecessary, I would probably get a vasectomy. But the obesity is my birth control. These shows taught lessons and didn't virtue signal or push any agenda on us. And it can be argued that maybe they did even push agenda, but they didn't put hardcore push. They showed what their agenda was, and they would even give credence to the counterpoint. That's what they did, but they didn't ignore their own beliefs. They still displayed their own beliefs. Thus is the life of an incel version nerd. If you are an incel, I would say don't worry about it. I've been reading like the MGTOW stuff, even though I talk shit about them. I had a video criticizing it. I'm like, I do understand. I do get it. Right. And so like I'm not dating, like I got out of, you know, not to go on a dating thing. Last year I got out of a very toxic relationship right before I started doing actually even the early first month or two when I was doing Vigilante Williamson. I think I was technically still with the person. But it was very toxic, very like depressing, heartbreaking. And I'm like, okay, it took a lot out of me, man. It took a lot out of me. So don't feel like if you are indeed an incel, I'm not sure that's a joke, but man, it's stressful. Because you say you don't have kids. All right, Geek Apologies going to bed. Good night, everyone. I'm not going to bed quite yet. Hell, Robert, he's late, but he's still here. We're still going. We're going until I run out of gas. Or you run out of gas, whichever comes first. But yeah, like as far as relationships, I am very much. I've been depressingly single. I've been depressed in relationships. I am very much happy to be single at this point. I'm very much happy to just be to have the time to devote to a bunch of stuff I need to do, and I have the time to kind of get myself better. And if after that point I find somebody cool, but even then, when I do start dating, and if anyone starts, like I'm approaching it in a totally different way. I'm not approaching it from the same like lustful, thirsty perspective. This may sound crazy. When I start dating, I'm putting every girl in the friend zone and going from there. Because I'm not sticking my dick in crazy anymore. I'm not doing it. This is a good question. Who all is coming to the meetup in August at Vigilante Williamson? You got to get that mask made up. So if there's a meetup in August, I'll be there, and I should have the mask by then. I hopefully will. And this will be the design. This logo will be the basis of that design of the mask. How are you tonight? Yeah, Robert. Yeah, he's talking about meetup. Hopefully it's in Vegas. Oh man, eating chicken strips and drinking iced tea. You ain't gonna tuck me out. Voicemail. I'm sure you mean Vigilante Williamson. But hey, chicken strips and iced tea sound cool. Sound cool. Shout out to iced tea. Hell, Eric Kane, just another red shirt. Robert says. Let's see. But I'm poor and I don't really leave Tennessee unless it's for work. I'm pretty poor too, Gomer Kyle. I'm gonna figure a way there. I was just operated. Ooh. I operated and with broken stitches, and my ex had hormonal issue. Oh man, when I can see my kid never run the risk. No, when I talk about the obesity being a birth, you have to meet women, so there's no women there's no risk to be had. That's the joke. But operate like you got the snip. Is that what you operated on? With broken stitches. I'm sorry about that. That sucks. I thought you were going to bed. I'm glad you're still here. When Paul said it was better to be single, I think he was on to something. Yeah. Gary announced Vegas meetup. Las Vegas meetup is back on August 11th to 15th. Yeah, I got to figure a way there. Hell, Gomer Kyle. And I can't use my own meetup. I got to use a different meetup. I don't know how I'm going to hide my identity if I have to meet you guys. I can use the mask thing as a guise, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I use the mask thing, maybe get some glasses, and then you guys just know it's me because of the voice. I could do that, but because I can't just walk around in public like in a fucking superhero mask. I can go to the meetup like that, but if I go to the crap tables, and hopefully I lost weight there then, so I could make a bunch of bad decisions with women in Vegas. But no, I'll probably get robbed by bitches in Vegas. Shit, I know bitches in Detroit will rob people. That honey trap shit is real. Hell, Gomer Kyle. Drinking vanilla Coke. Shout out to vanilla Coke still existing. Because if vanilla Coke exists down south, I'm in the south and I see vanilla Coke, but I hadn't seen it in years. And this is probably a good idea, Critable. Not doing pop. I say pop. I'm from the Midwest, but you guys call it soda. So yeah, I would not drink soda anyway. But vanilla Coke, and I know Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola doesn't like you because you're too white. Gomer, I'm assuming your gender and your race, aren't I? But yeah. Vanilla Coke is dope. I'll get Cardi B. I don't want any. Well, I mean, it'd be cool to have some WAP, but not like her pussy is wet from like sexually transmitted diseases. When I was skinny, I met my wife, but I just said F her and Biggs. That's matter. Well, hey, as long as you and your wife still get along and she loves you, that's all that matters, man. That's all that matters. As long as you love each other. Cecil wore a mask and they had a meetup. I feel like I'm wearing a mask at a meetup, but I can't walk around Vegas and shit. I'll still want to be Will. You know what I mean? So I can sneak around. I might even try to sneak around, act like I'm not me. Act like I'm not me. And just that is how it happens after marriage. Oh, Cardi B doesn't drug and rob. Yeah. Now we're on the same page, Robert. Right now we're on the same page. Yep, you're right. That is Cardi B. Yeah, so that could happen to me in Vegas, and that's not new. Cardi B didn't invent that shit. That's just been going on since I was a youngster. Oh, appendectomy. It sounds like my appendix, man. Full cut in my belly. 12 stitches. Sometimes you do stuff like your ex. Thanks, anesthetics. I'm sure it was good though, because if you're high off anesthetics, man, just wear the mask, do mundane things. Maybe. Hopefully I get the new mask by then. I gotta actually start putting time into that. And I need to just call them and just ask them how much it costs. I just do that and go from there. While mowing the lawn, dusting and cooking bacon. I could, but in Vegas, I definitely want to go to Vegas. You guys seem like you had a lot of fun last year, and I got to figure something out. And in general, no problem. If the mask is a thing, like people are still using the mask, wear the mask, getting a man like like it's normal. If oh hey, New Terran gas. Hey, Vigilante Williamson, no notification, but I've been lurking. Got to get some sleep. Take care. All good travels and be well. Well, hey, I appreciate you lurking. I appreciate you being here. I hope you have left the like. Maybe you left the dislike. Who knows? I appreciate you, Tyranny Gas. I'm sorry for messing up your name, but I appreciate you being here. And I hope you enjoyed your podcast because I know you're newer to the channel. So I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope everyone's enjoyed this podcast. Again, we will. It's technically over. We've talked about all the subjects there are to talk about. But I won't end until the wheels fall off, so to speak. I won't end until I'm tired. Is it past what time? Yeah, it's always 1. Jesus, the hell is wrong, man? I probably should end. Oh man, once wore long underwear for the whole day, like outside, like you just had the long johns and that was it. Hell, chat, have a good one. We will. You have a good sleep. There are 15 people on YouTube, maybe one person on Twitch. There's always an automatic person on Twitch. I'm not sure if that person's real or not. And nobody on D Live. I think Silk has went to sleep. Thank you for showing up at all, Silk. Spelled SIELC. So I'm thinking of Silk or maybe CLC. CLC? I don't know. But thank you. Thank you, Stream Element Bots, for working because it doesn't always work. No, Matt was having issues with it, but he got it to work. Make sure, you know what? Let me make sure nobody is kind enough. Yeah, so no one else super chatted. We made more. This has been the most profitable episode of the Vigilante Williamson show. We made 39 plus what did you give me 20? More than 350. Oh, we got another super chat. Oh man. Hopefully, I'm looking at this. Hopefully, it lets me get these super chat money. What is it doing? Sorry, my phone is acting stupid. But somebody else sent me a Cash App. I'm sorry. We couldn't verify your identity. Oh, geez. They want my full government name. Here we go. Peter Parker. Oh, full. Oh, Jesus. All this information. Damn. So sorry. I'm sitting here trying to get this Cash App thing working live. Somebody else sent a Cash App. Okay, so now it's down. So, oh man, I got another 27. So for all those months, Anthoperion, wow, Anthoperion, you're amazing. I didn't know that, dude. It came out to 20 because it does the conversion for all those months of good content and interaction. Thank you. He's Anthoperion's one of the oldest subs I have. I found him. I think it was Captain Trek. It was either Captain Trek or Ripper in the chat, but really believe it was Captain Trek. Now, if you've never seen Captain Trek, is also a great guy. He'll a lot of times drop the link in the chat, and I would go on his streams there. I haven't been able to make one of those streams in a while, and I really wish I could because they're really fun. But Anthroparion has been a sub to, I want to say, like 14th or 15th sub, something crazy like that. And so he's been a sub even before I met anyone on the Fandom Menace. He has comments on some of my original kind of more. I still talk about politics, but just some of the original content, and just for him to do that, it means a lot. Anybody who does that, thank you so much. Nobody has to. Anyone who's just watching, it means the fucking world to me. The fucking world to me. So let's see. Man, we got other people lurking. I didn't realize the lurk game was this strong. Shout out to the lurkers. And Crucible the Craze went out long underwear in his long underwear, just shopping, just like fuck it. Shout out to Crucible the Craze for doing that. Meant to go eat in a restaurant. Did you get harassed anywhere? Did they stop you? They just run with it. Yeah, pro lurker, Joakim Star. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you see where Twitch is adopting the social credit system. I did not, and I'll be honest, I'm kind of a boomer with like the little bits and all the coins and shit on Twitch. Even with D-Lo, I don't get how none of that shit works. But I did not see where they're adopting social credit system. What social credit's already been informally here for years, and they're just going to officially make it here. This is the CCP. We live in a CCP. We live in North Korea. They are the world power. We are no longer the world power. It is China. Their rules go there. That's why communism goes, and they'll strengthen up their military and their masculinity in their country while destroying ours. Used to ski, long underwear was mandatory. All right, now I'm really going to bed. Good night, everyone. See you soon. Vigilante Williamson, Eric K. It's in the red shirt. Hey, she even gave Stream Elements love. And Chris with the craze, obviously. Joakim Shark is lurking, Joakim. Yeah, appreciate him lurking. Well, if I went to Vegas, I'd be like, golly, look at all these bright lights. Is that what the mafia folks got? Killed. Y'all would all be like, that's Gomer. 350, yeah. About 350. I got a lot more than 350. You guys, so wait, how much I will believe you when I do not see your name in the chat as far as I'm going to bed. So let me do the math. Let me math how much money you guys are giving me. So the Cash App. So shout out to Tia Martin. This was her idea. I'll do a Cash App. And I was like, okay, I guess. So I have, and now I don't know if it'll start showing my full name because I had to put in my government to get it. So maybe you guys will get, maybe you pay to see. It still shows Vigilante Williamson as the Cash App, but I have to put in my full thing so I can get my money. So shout out to Anthony Perion and Gomer Kyle. You guys are dope. So between you, that's 47, 72, because of the little conversion. And then that's from the Cash App and from the Super Chats from our Stream Labs. Just a quick refresh. We have 39. So 39 plus 47. You're too tired to do math. About to bring up the calculator app. And I'm embarrassed that I'm this tired to, what I say, 47 plus 39. 86. No 86 to show, though, because we still got a little bit left. Squeezing out every last drop of Vigilante Williamson show today. I never skied, but I would like the old-timey flap long undies. Yes, hail to the donations. I love you all. Yeah, you go Macau added a lot to that, and it's completely thought. Really appreciate it. Those are certainly more convenient. Chris with the crazed. Let's see. Check to see if they also want your firstborn. Are you talking about this damn thing? Yeah, this is what they wanted. They wanted a blood sample. Jesus. And I think Cash App steals from me anyway, so I need to hurry up and transfer this shit. I've heard something about Cash App stealing. So Cash App, we'll do standard because I don't need it anytime soon. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. I'll do this after the damn show. Jesus. All this information. They do want my firstborn, Robert. But thank you for sending Cash Apps. Maybe I'll be able to get the money from them. Maybe. Hasta luego. Geek Topology, exactly. Yeah, have a good night. Get well. I think that appendix story was a story in the past. I'm not sure. Maybe that was a current story. But I hope you are better. Sorry about your appendix, buddy, and sorry about everything with the X. But yeah. I took a friend to a local bar. I know the owner, a bunch of famous people pay under different names. Or play under different names. I told them someone's playing, do not make a big deal. They're just locals. See, Eric K knows everybody. He's just one of those guys that just knows everybody. Exactly, you can poop and be warm without risking being exposed to the cold weather. So now I'm getting in the middle of you guys' conversations. First thing I did when I introduced him to the owner, and he so and so is going to play tonight. Is he here? And I'm like, damn, dude, he's just local. Let's see. Hell, I mean, I'm crazy, but I act crazy. Act crazy enough for people to leave you alone. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I can't even say there is such thing as crazy anymore. But yeah, if that incel thing is true, I almost thought about doing a video how like incels are actually blessed because it's actually like it really is a like, and that's not even a disrespect to it's not even a women thing. Like relationships are expensive as fuck. They're very fucking expensive. They're very economical, especially nowadays. Meanwhile, their loyalty is at an all-time low. It doesn't math. It just doesn't math. Women have never been less loyal. People in general, but I mean, I'm a straight male, so I care about women. Women have never been less loyal, more expensive. I don't math right. I would just find y'all to lead me around. I would like to go to the Haunted Mansion. They're not big time people around here, just locals. Big time people to us. Keep Stark. Okay, cool. Is Geetrapology still lurking? Oh, well, I guess if you can add him, maybe he is. Lurking too and playing Clash of Clans. Mark D with the C. I'm not sure if that's a joke or is he genuine playing Clash of Clans. I remember when that first came out, it was huge. Shout out to Mark D with the C because the Mark has a C, but his name is Mark D, so it's Mark D with the C. There you go. Did you hear about the guitarist from Mumford & Sons apologized and left the band for liking Andy No's book? Wow. I was never super big into Mumford & Sons. I remember when they first came out, when a bunch of scruffy people with beards were playing guitars, and it was cool. And I like Fleet Foxes a lot better. They had an album that came out like 2010. It was super good. But that's bullshit. Like, and I'm not even a diehard Andy No guy. I remember I saw something with him that that was like, I'm not sure about him either. But he's just a reporter, and it's like, oh well, I'm sorry, I like this guy's book. I'll just leave the group. I'll leave the group. That's why I need to get my album out so there's more music that's good, that's not from this cuck ass culture. I can talk and make better sense in real life because I'm the kind of person who has to say what I think out loud. I do feel embarrassed by my text and chat. I feel embarrassed by everything I do. It's a miracle I've got anything to do. And this is why I don't want to have kids, Mark D with a C. You're doing the Lord's work. 3 kids in college at the same time. Yeah. I'm never gonna. I don't think I'm gonna get married, have kids, and I'm at a point where I'm happy, and it's changed my mindset because I'm really thinking about Is anybody heard of FIRE, financial independence, and retiring early? So that's something I want to do. As I beg you guys for super chats now. Again, I actually want this to be like a hobby, like stay a hobby, a passion. I don't want to use the term hobby because this is very much a passion. All these things are my passions and they're being destroyed. So I have to create this passion in this ashes, so to speak. But outside of this, I'm trying to improve my job situation. I'm trying to get some side hustles going so I can, and try to live a little bit more frugally for the purpose of saving more to hopefully one day be able to be in a financially secure place. And I don't see a relationship fitting with that unless she's a super cheap broad that plans on never getting pregnant. So, I mean, yeah. Wouldn't it be funnier if he left for a Dr. Seuss brand book? It might, you know what? He might as well. He's a fucking. He might as well be. Oh my God, I've read Redfish, Bluefish as a kid, and Dr. Seuss is a racist. I apologize. I take responsibility. They're gonna lead it bad. I agree. I act so dumb. People won't respect much. No one cares. What happens if I say that? Hey, can you fix my car? Yeah, we didn't plan that one well, but they're great kids. That's all that matters. And to be fair, like, listen, man, who knew that college would be this stupid expensive? Like, it's college was always expensive, but they just took it to a whole nother level. So, like, you got great kids, man. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to your family. You know, It's hard to keep a family going. I wish you all the best, and I hope you guys keep going. You were talking about wanting to know how to get in comics. I've been listening to a guy called Lucifer Storm. He gives a lot of good tips to getting into the indie comic industry. Ooh, I need to. I have a plan for what I want to do with my first comic. I'm going to link it to a couple other pieces of media if I pull it off correctly. But that's a project I need to, because like I have an idea, but I got to do a lot of research to make the idea work. So I got to devote a lot of time into it. And I may even bring other people in. I know I will have to bring other people involved, but I mean, I'm just even in the early stages, I may bring people in. So that me trying to do something with the comic industry is long off. One thing, if there is something I would want to do immediately with Vigilante Williamson thing or from doing this is voiceover. And that's something I wish I could get into now, because that's something I think I can deliver now. And I was on a stream yesterday yelling at parked cars with a bunch of people, obviously. It's a Comics Division channel. That's how a lot of you probably found me. But Sir Talks a lot was talking about his voiceover auditions. And apparently T.M. Martin has also done voiceover work. You guys seem to like my terrible voice. So I'm like, I might as well do some voiceover stuff. Maybe. So that's the stuff I would want to do. As far as getting into indie comics, that seems like such a chore. And I've said this before, even about YouTubing. As many hours as I put in YouTube, those hours could have been put into a much more valuable skill. I like doing YouTube because I have a passion for it. As much as I like comics, I am still a comics normie, and I do want to still do a comic book one day, but I'm not necessarily looking to get into indie comics as far as in the industry. I'm looking to get into them like as a fan, but I have no desire to be a part of the industry. I have no desire to be a part of any of this industry. I want to be as independent with anything I do as I possibly can. As a result of my actions, I'm now taking time away from the banters and my blind spots for now. Please know that I realize my endorsements have the potential to be viewed as approval of hateful, divisive behavior. I apologize, as this was not my intention. You are a pussy. I don't listen to your music, so I can't. Not you, Mark D. Lissy, Muffin or Sons. I can't really, I don't want to make the SJW thing where you're going to somebody whose money, like I was never putting money in their pocket, so I can only talk so much shit. But it's just more, salt. Like, golly, that's sick. I would hate to have to apologize for just the things I like a bitch. I hope that I hope this is not getting played after I've done this years from now. Like I'm big and I cuck out for the money, and then somebody's playing this video back. Like, you remember this episode, this March 9th episode of Vigilante Williamson. So we hope they don't have. I hope I don't. That's why I never want this to be about if you guys can help fund this, thanks. But I want to make sure I'm getting money outside of this. So even if I get 1 trillion subs, if YouTube yeets me, I'm like, oh, I guess I just get yeeted and I'll just do my regular job. You know what I'm saying? Or even if I get in a situation where I'm, don't have a job and just doing a side hustle thing, other business, I just don't want this to be my main thing, to where I'm in a position where I have to make a decision like that. Because people make these type of decisions. As much as we want to say, oh, they're spineless, and he is, it's because this is the means of him feeding himself and feeding his family. This is the source of income. And so that's how people react when their source of income is threatened or damaged, or in many cases taken away. I would love to get in the comments, but yeah, for the last few years, I am not so enthused. Me neither. I married a woman in 96. We split in 22 years later. We met again, and I married her on May 26, 2018. Our first date. Anyways, point of story, she had a kid. She had a kid growing up, so she did the hard part. May 26, 96, me and her first day. Okay. Oh, hey, I'm glad you're happy, man. A friend of mine actually met with his high school sweetheart and has a daughter with her years later. Great story. Good friend did the same, married someone he dated years later. Yeah, fuck all the hoes I used to date. That's awesome. I said we're just taking a 22-year break from my first everything when I was 17. Oh, that's so sweet. When I was 17, she said, save me. That's adorable. Mark, do you see, like, I do like the icon pirate. It's a pirate's life for me. It's a pirate's life for me. That's sweet to hear love, man. Love is, that's why I end with the positive story, even though this podcast is ended a while ago. I just went long. That's what she said. But it's good to see love. But I am starting to fade. I said when I start to fade, that's when it's going to end. So let's hit the outro music and let's go home. Let's go. I want to thank everybody. It's too many names to thank. Everybody in the chat. I'm gonna try though. Because Mark D with the C came late. We had Joaquin Stark, who was lurking and working. We had somebody else. Who else was lurking? Somebody new that I hadn't seen. I'm going up, skipping everybody else. Oh yeah, Tarina Gas was lurking and working. Yeah, I'm taking it home. I'm fading out, and I'm not fading in. I've outlasted VW. Wahaha. Yes, you have. Joaquin Stark is still here. Give a thumbs up. I appreciate everybody who's been here. Everybody, Ogre Squasher, just another red shirt, Eric K, Geek Topology, Robert, Gomer, Kyle. There's a lot of other people, and I can't remember because I'm far too tired. This is kind of an impromptu stream. Shout out to Silk, who was on D Live, and all of the super chatters and cash appers. Eric K, Fireball, who was also here, he was lurking and working in the chat. Sean Connor versus Applesauce and Ogre Squasher all donated via super chat, and I believe Anthroparion and Gomer Kyle via Cash App. I have to give them my firstborn so I can actually get the money, because Cash App is asking for every goddamn thing. But good night, everybody. Thank you for watching. If you're watching this on a replay, which I know a lot of you do, and I appreciate everyone who watches me on a replay. If you like the video, please like the video. If you're so obliged, share, subscribe, please do so. If you feel some type of way about something I say, let me know in the comments below. And even if you do none of these things, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Good night, and God bless.